Oh, the deal. We got a great episode coming up right now. We're going to recap the Chiefs and Broncos. Return of Jameis Winston and rest of Week 11 of the NFL coming in right now. Let's get into what we always get into, and that's a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by American Express. Our Taylor episode was named one of the best podcast episodes of 2020. One of them. What the fuck are we talking about?
I mean, yeah.
What is beating that one?
So magical.
Are they rating other ones up there? There's nothing that's even fucking coming close to that. Oh, Elon Musk was actually a big one. But he was cheating. He was doing political shit.
Maybe we need to have Amy and Tina Fey come on here.
Tina can do a great Delco accent. Phenomenal Delco accent.
Pretty sure she's got a few good accents in her back pocket.
Thank you, Apple, for putting us up there for doing pretty much nothing and just having the most famous person in the world hop onto our show. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. If you've been living under a rock or something. Okay, we also got some more new heights headed your way. That's right. This Friday, we are dropping a Heights Hotline Hot Takes bonus episode. Ooh. On Monday, we're also going to be dropping a guest conversation with Aaron Andrews and Carissa Thompson. That's right. Maybe two of the most demanded guests of all time.
EA and Carissa are so much fun, man. You guys are going to love this.
They are fantastically entertaining, knowledgeable, and charismatic. Again, if you are spending Thanksgiving in Philly and you're sick of your family, feel free to stop by the New Heights Tailgate at the link on Black Friday. We're going to be having a New Heights Tailgate in the parking lot. Reminder, we'll have food, merch giveaways, a photo booth, a DJ, games, a field goal competition. I don't like the field goal competition. I'm not stealing Pat McAfee's. We can do a better competition. We don't need the field goal competition. And it's free to enter. Just join us in Lot K starting at 11 a.m.
I say a snapping competition.
Yeah, we can figure out I want to do one-on-one pass blocks. I've been trying to get ESPN to let me do it.
Oh my gosh.
I've been trying to let ESPN do it. And ESPN keeps giving me freaking pushback because it's like not safe. Whatever, ESPN, just sign a waiver. You can make this shit happen. I think we do the belly bumping. Brandon, show the clip of the belly bumping.
The belly bumping?
That's the kind of competition I want. And in Philly at a tailgate, this would be fucking electric.
What's
Brandon,
the belly
hit it.
bumping?
That's what I'm talking about. Belly bucking. I want a belly bucking competition at the New Heights tailgate. That's what I want.
You're hilarious. This would be this.
We got to get Bo Allen in town. Who else can we get into this thing? Who's got a big old gut?
Golly, who else?
Sponsored by Garage Beer. Look at that. Dude, I'm telling you, basically sumo wrestling, but you're only allowed to use your belly. And if you get pushed out of the circle, you're out. You will have to sign a waiver.
Yeah. Make sure.
Gosh, this is
it
electric.
Looks like the trick to this is to wear some tight fit jeans with a good strong belt. Look how he's grabbing his belt.
It's fucking.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I love that part of the competition is just showing people pouring beers and drinking.
Yeah. That's how,
these two guys are going to bump bellies, but it's more just a reason to go get together and drink beer.
How do you think they got those bellies, Jason? Drinking those damn beers.
Dude, you drink too many beers and start belly bucking, you're going to start fucking puking all over each place. Sounds like we're going to do a belly bucking competition at the New Heights tailgate. As long as Brandon, are we amenable to that? Can we get a pretty good...
Yeah, sure.
What's it called?
A waiver?
Waiver?
Yeah, we'll contact the New Heights legal department and get that waiver
just saying,
signed.
Dunphy with the freaking Philly fanatic.
Has his leg healed from the last time we injured him?
I was about to say, the last time I did something with him, I almost tore his ACL.
He's a year after. He should be about ready to go.
Yeah.
The reality is I only want to do this because I want to compete, okay? I wouldn't throw this out there just for 92 minutes. I'm joining.
Hold on, just to recap. We're going to do belly bucking the day after Thanksgiving in the link.
That's right. That's right.
All right, done, solved. Good luck, Amazon, Wondery, and
Philadelphia.
Department. Best of luck to you. I'll see you guys in Philly.
Kylie responded to our announcement post. Ooh, Jason, take me. Okay, Kylie's coming to the tailgate too. It looks like. There we go.
Kylie's missing a little bit of the tailgating life.
That's right. Kylie's going to compete in the bucket belly bucket. Can we confirm whether Princess Diana will be in attendance at the tailgate? Kai! Are you going to the tailgate? I mean, yeah, you're always invited. All right, she's in. Will the crowd be more pumped for Kylie or Jet Ski? I mean,
Kylie.
are the intern and Just Jake competing in the belly bucking?
You're going to wear some tight jeans and a fucking tank top and start belly bucking, Jake?
I'll do it. I'm in.
Jake might medically be disqualified, I think.
I've been cleared for belly bucking. I'm in.
If you have a scar that goes right down your sternum, you're out of the belly bucking.
It stops before the belly. We're good.
I don't think I feel good
I don't think we
this.
need to do this.
All right, it's fine. It's fine.
That wraps up new news brought to you by American Express.
Oh.
All righty, let's talk about exactly where Travis wants to go with this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Bold Topics.
Let's
to
go,
wrap up
man.
Week 11 in the NFL, Bold Topics is brought to you by KFC. All right, Chiefs 19, Broncos 22. I'll let you have the floor before we dive into anything else.
Bunch of flags all over the place, whether it was, procedural penalties, which is the fucking most frustrating thing ever, or holding penalties, which some I'm here for, others I'm just like, what are we even doing? And it's obviously putting up touchdowns instead of field goals, man. It's frustrating because it's gotten to the point where we're 5-5. We're 500 going into the back end of the schedule here. Got 7 games left, and we basically got to run the table. And I haven't been in this situation in a long, long time, man. And it's even more frustrating knowing the kind of guys that we have, knowing the kind of talent that we have, knowing the type of coaches that we have. And everybody's got to just kind of look themselves in the mirror, man. You can't sit around pointing fingers about, whether it's, somebody missing a block here, somebody missing a catch here, somebody, play calls, whatever you go into mentally when you're frustrated, you got to kick that shit aside and you got to think about how you're going to fucking attack the day. And you got to put all the selfish shit, all the things that you want for yourself aside. And it's just got to be about this team, about the guy next to you. And you got to have fun doing it, man. And we got a hell of a team coming in. That's firing on all cylinders. That looks like they're getting after everybody in the run game and pass game, and we're gonna have to put up fucking points to help our defense. Last week we didn't do that. This week is it's about time we put it together, man. We've seen what this train looks like when we're rocking and rolling, and we're having fun, and we need to just get back to playing Chiefs football, man.
Yeah, I mean, well said. I do think that it's frustrating where you guys are at. You're 5-5. 5 of those losses though are one-score games. There's like 1 or 2 plays a game, and you guys could easily still be at the top of the AFC.
Yeah.
Like, let me ask you this. This is what's crazy about the NFL. If this year's Chiefs team played last year's Chiefs team, who wins?
I'm taking this year's.
That's what I'm saying. I am too. Somehow you guys are better, but you're sitting at 5-5. You're just not you're not executing as well at the end of games, which is very uncharacteristic for Pat and what you guys have been, obviously, last year.
It feels like it's all self-inflicting. And it feels like the answers are right there in front of us, and we just got to fucking do it.
I hear you. It's frustrating to watch because I know how much you put into it and how much you guys as a team and how much Andy puts into it. And well, there was one good thing that happened in the game, which is the Big Yeti set a record for the most touchdowns in organization history. He's now the triple crown holder for receivers in the Kansas City Chiefs organization. That's right. He has the most receptions, most yards, and now the most touchdowns for a receiver in the history of the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, most touchdowns across the board for any player. I know you always like to downplay this stuff. Trav, this is a huge accomplishment and a testament to the career you've had in Kansas City. And I don't want to hear you downplay this one bit. This is incredible. The Chiefs are a storied organization that has been around since the beginning of the AFL, the NFL, like all of it. They've been around forever. Tons of people have put that Chiefs uniform on, Hall of Famers out the wazoo, and you're the one guy at the top of that organization for an entire career in multiple categories. And I know you would trade all of that to have a successful season this year because that's the type of person you are, but you deserve all the credit in the world for this accomplishment. Congratulations to the Big Yeti.
Thank you, big guy. And it is an honor, man. Obviously, right now it's sour because it's coming off of a fucking loss, our 5th loss of the season. But I got so much, first of all, so much respect for the organization, so much respect for the guys that have paved the way, not only in the Chiefs organization, but in the National Football League that have made, an opportunity for myself to come in and make a living live out my childhood dreams, man. And I think, shout out to Priest Holmes yet again. We've talked
No
about
doubt.
Priest on the show and how much we fucking loved him when we were kids watching the game. Obviously, Tony Gonzalez is a guy I still feel like I'm trying to fill his shoes, and what he's been able to do in the National Football League and in this Chiefs organization. And I just love coming into work, man. And when you come into work with the right mindset and the right attitude, and you got a really good coach and a really good quarterback, and you stay long enough, they don't fire you for 13 years, man. You start to pile up some stats, man. And I'm just a product of my environment, and I love Kansas City for it. And let's go ahead and keep adding to that fucking that record, baby, and score some more touchdowns this year and try and get us into the playoffs, man.
Currently, you guys are 5-5, 8th in the NFC. If it started today, everybody wants to get concerned and all these things, but I think Andy is always head on straight in these situations. We're not quite as negative as the outside world is. We know what we need to do to clean up, and the guys, they get it. Some of these guys have been through some pretty good seasons. It's not like this one is lost. So
the answers are right in front of us. I said it. Their answers are right there. You turn on the film, you see what's going on, you see where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and you keep getting better. And the concern isn't with, do we have the guys?
yeah,
The concern isn't, do we have the coaches? Do we have the guys? Do we have the right people in the building? I have all the faith that we got the guys that we need. We just need to turn it up a notch. The accountability, the details. I'm right here raising my hand saying I need to get my shit right. And that should be the mentality of everybody that steps in this fucking building. And there needs to be a sense of urgency to get that shit done and to be proficient with how you're getting it done. And I got a lot of faith in the guys in this building. I know I'm going to go to war for it.
I got a lot of faith in you guys as well, especially you. We just talked about this. Statistically, the Chiefs in 2025 are better than the 2024 Chiefs. 2024, 11th in EPA per play on offense, 15th in EPA per play on defense. 2025, 3rd in EPA on offense, 10th in EPA per play on defense. I don't know that means shit, but this is the one thing that I do think is showing the differences of the two seasons. 2024, 11-0 in one-score games. 2025, 0-5. I know that you're saying you got to pick it up throughout the rest of the game, right? Like, it's not just about end-of-game scenarios. But when I think of the Chiefs, I do think about end of the game. I think about, like, you can't give the ball back to Pat Mahomes. And I think it's important. I think winning a lot of times, I talked about this on Monday a little bit, winning is a skill and you get used to that. As someone who has had immense success in late game scenarios, what do you think is the mindset you need to have to be able to execute better in end of game scenarios? The team isn't getting it done right now, but I know from you, from Pat, from Andy, there's so many guys there, from Chris Jones, understand what the thought process is late in the games. And it feels like right now the whole team is just not executing as well as they need to.
I think just getting guys acclimated into the mindset that you have in those late moment games.
There's things that kill drives like that. Penalties, sacks, and big time mistakes, right? Those are the three things you can't have in end of game scenarios, 2-minute drills. You try and preach not making those.
We had all of them, not only on that drive, but the drive after that. It was a little bit of everything. It was just, for whatever reason, we just aren't in sync and in those moments. And I don't know if it's having all of the guys healthy in these moments. And it's not effort. I can promise you that. You turn the film on, it's not effort, man. It's just getting the details right and focusing in on the task at hand, the play called, where we're going offensive line wise in terms of blocking, and then receivers wise, there's a sense of urgency. We got to fucking get going. We got to run. We got to make sure that we're on time, knowing Pat's under duress.
I feel like a lot of the times on the best teams I've been around, when you get into these crucial moments, communication gets heightened, and it gets heightened in a way that it like brings you back down to like just doing what you have to do. Like little things like, hey, it's going to be loud. We know it's going to be loud this drive. Lock in on the snap count. Make sure you're not offsides, right? Little things like you're saying with the receivers, like, hey, the moment you're breaking the huddle, you see guys communicating and saying like, hey, you can hit the timing of it. Like all these little communications between players, between the quarterback, like, hey, the end's jumping the play. Let's get a double count in here this next snap. Like all of that just gets heightened in these crucial moments. And I know you guys have been a part of it. There's the clips with you and Pat talking before the Buffalo Bills game and him just giving you the do it, Kels, right? There's a clip last year with the blocked field goal. You guys are losing the game. And these guys know they're going to go out and block the field goal, and they're talking about it on the bench before they go do it. The communication and great players in those crucial moments gets heightened. And that's something you guys have been so great at throughout your time with Andy and Pat and you and Chris and everybody over there.
Everything you're saying is spot on, man.
Tyreek Hill tweeted out, congrats to you. I didn't see this until right now. All right.
Nice.
The GOAT.
Cheetah. If Cheetah was here, he'd probably be the one celebrating the record.
That's a very good point. He was having himself one in KC for a while. Shout out to the Cheetah. Get healthy, my man.
DJ Cheetah. He's on the boards now, baby. He's finding, he's getting the every.
I didn't know this. Is he good?
Yeah.
What kind of music?
Like old school, not old school hip hop, but like our generation hip hop.
How did you, 90s? Early 2000s?
2000s. I think it was 2000s hits. I forget the song. He posted it the other day of him transitioning from one song to the next and getting hyped that he finally made it sound decent.
Nailed it.
Shout out to the Cheetah. Cheetah, let me know where you're going to be at, man. I got to come see my dog.
You just mentioned you got the Colts coming up. The Colts have been red hot. They've been demolishing teams. Come back down to earth a little bit the last couple of weeks, but still find a way to get it done. This is a big game.
It's a huge game against a great football team. They're firing on all cylinders offensively. Defense is stout, communicate very well, play their gaps, play their fucking tails off. Yep. And obviously a great D coordinator that we've faced a lot.
A lot of familiarity. Lou Anarumo. Yep.
Yeah, and got a lot of respect for him and every defense that he's been at the helm of, and we're gonna have our hands full, man. But it's at Arrowhead, and it's at noon, and I'm already getting fucking fired up for it, baby.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Adobe Acrobat Studio.
How about it? You know what's worse than getting blindsided by a 300-pound defensive lineman when you least expect it?
How about getting blindsided by a mountain of documents when you're trying to get some work done?
That's why Adobe created their all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio. It's like an offensive coordinator of some sort, helping you get your work done.
Transform your documents with PDF spaces where AI-powered insights meet seamless collaboration.
Get instant answers, create content, and share work effortlessly, all while keeping track of every source. It's your playbook for PDFs, reimagined for how you work today.
Need to create a presentation? Social posts?
Nice.
How about flyers for a big event?
Do that with Acrobat.
Ooh, good rhyme trap. Or summarize a 100-page doc into quick bullets? How about tailor a presentation script to sound smarter? Who hasn't done that?
Do that with Acrobat. That's smarter.
The all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio will level up your game in work and in life. Learn more at adobe.com/do-that-with-acrobat. Thank you to our sponsor, American Express.
Hey-o, there's nothing like going from a relaxing airport lounge to an even more relaxing hotel, followed by dinner, a concert, and then doing it all over again.
With the newly enhanced American Express Platinum Card, upping your travel game and eating your pregame meal just got a whole lot better.
You unlock access to the largest global airport lounge network and global hotel program with a suite of benefits as compared to other credit card programs.
Traveling with my American Express Platinum almost feels like a personalized experience. I get to watch some college football in the lounge, jet off to see some friends, and enjoy the journey along the way.
Plus, when I'm exploring a new city, I have access to dining benefits at over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants and exclusive access to unique experiences worldwide.
Yes, you do. That's rewards for lounging, flying, and dining, if that's your thing.
With an array of premium travel, dining, and entertainment benefits, all backed by American Express's award-winning service. There's nothing like Platinum.
Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withplatinum.
Thank you to our sponsor, Audible.
For the first time ever, the Harry Potter book series is brought to life as a full cast audio edition, with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone available now exclusively on Audible.
Dude, you were in love with Harry Potter when you were a kid.
I still am in love with Harry Potter, Travis.
Nice. Get ready to be transported into the world of Harry Potter in this captivating full cast audio production with hundreds of unique voices and electrifying new musical score. Wow. Real world sound capture and immersive sound design. How about that? Audible's going big.
I know. I'm actually very excited about this as a Harry Potter universe fan. It's all in Dolby Atmos to heighten every magical moment. Harry Potter, it's full cast audio edition, meaning every character has somebody playing the part. It's going to be freaking epic, and it's going to be something that the whole family can listen to and that I know I'm going to enjoy.
It's a new immersive experience for long-time Harry Potter fans and an epic new way to introduce the story to a new generation.
The first audiobook, Sorcerer's Stone, is available now. New installments will be releasing every month. That's right. You're going to get a new Harry Potter book with this full cast edition once a month, consecutive months here and thereafter. You know what I'm saying. Trav.
It's Harry Potter like you've never heard it before, exclusively from Audible.
Go to audible.com/HP1 and start listening today. That's audible.com/HP1.
Let's move on to the other side. Jason, Eagles 16, Lions 9.
How about that, Trav?
Man, two high-scoring offenses, too. A lot of talent on both offensive sides of the ball there.
25 points.
Yeah, only 25 points, man. It's crazy. Wow. What are your thoughts on the game?
Oh, my thoughts are the defense is playing unbelievable right now. Probably the best they've played since Vic Fangio's been here the last 2 games against Green Bay. And now the Lions, who were coming off their best offensive performance of the season against the Commanders, they're playing so well right now. And it's at every single level of the defense. The defensive line is playing out of their minds. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter were playing volleyball out there, batting down passes left and right. They had 5 batted passes. One of them ended up being a pick early that the Eagles ended up scoring off of. And I think that, you know, the Lions, they like to do all this run and play action. They hit a lot of stuff over the middle of the ball by sucking those linebackers up. When they batting down those passes early, that clearly, I think, got them out of their rhythm.
That makes you, as a play caller, as a quarterback, that makes you think about the next time you're about to fucking either call that or throw that kind of pass. Yeah,
guys are winning their one-on-one matches up front and pass plays as well. Jalen Phillips has been a huge addition. They got Nolan Smith and Brandon Graham and all these guys healthy. Outside of that, they got great depth. Their linebackers, Nakobe Dean, Zach Bond, and Jihad Campbell are freaking playing out of their minds right now. Yeah. Nakobe Dean getting healthy has added another dynamic to this defense. Their DBs outside of the one corner position have been great all year, but even Adoree Jackson's playing better than he was earlier in the year.
Yeah, they're
playing so cohesive and fantastic right now as a defense. To hold the Lions to 9 points is very difficult. And it took everything they had. They had to stop them 5 times on 4th down. Like, that's a very difficult task against the Detroit Lions. So
their 4th down conversion percentage, I would assume, is like well above like 60, 70%.
The one thing that is frustrating, I think every Eagles fan is frustrated. Like, here's the thing. I thought the Eagles would win this game because I thought we match up well with the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are a big, we're going to stuff this ball down your throat and then throw it over your heads, control the line of scrimmage team. And the Eagles have always been good against teams that try and play football like that because we got the guys ourselves as well. And they line up and they play man coverage. They ain't hiding nothing. Like, you play some teams are going to disguise the coverages. They're going to be, is it zone? Is it cover 3? Is it quarters? Is it man? And they're great at that area. Detroit, Dan Campbell, they line up and you know exactly what they're doing. Come beat us. And I thought we would perform, honestly, much better on offense against a defense like that. Credit to Detroit. They came to play on defense. They played well up front. Their linebackers, they stopped the run. They condensed the line of scrimmage when it was a run play. And in the back end, they played really well in coverage. There's no other way to say it. Like, they answered the bell. I expected the Eagles offense to play much better than they did against the Lions, to be honest with you. They had some drops early that I think kind of got them out of a rhythm. The run plays, they were doing great on counter plays, but it just wasn't there consistently. But I got to give Detroit credit. Dan Campbell, the way these guys play, we've talked about it for weeks now. I'm such a huge fan of the ethos of this team. I know they didn't get the win. They wish they did. 16-9, no, that thing was right there. They get 2 of those 5 fourth down conversions that they didn't end up converting, this game could be completely different. And I thought it was a game that you want to see. There were 2 games this week that I thought were the 4 best teams in the NFC playing. Rams and Seahawks and the Eagles and Lions. Those are the big dogs right now. Credit to Detroit for playing a great game on defense. They get a couple more of those fourth downs. It's different. But for the Eagles to win this game against the Lions and now be the top of the NFC, awesome team win. Got to clean this stuff up on offense, but overall, really happy.
There you go, baby. Like you said, defense came up huge, 0-5 on fourth downs, but also held the Lions to 3-13 on third downs, which is just fucking huge because the Lions are so good in those critical situations. And there's so many weapons on that fucking side of the ball, man. Fast running backs.
Did you see Jahmyr Gibbs in person? Or like even on TV? That's how you know you're fast. If you look fast on TV, you're fast. It's because every once in a while you'll be on the field and somebody will run by and you're like, that guy's moving pretty good. But then you see it on TV and it's like, oh, he's running about the same speed as everybody else. When you look like you're in a different gear than everybody else on the television,
yeah.
As what does Gruden say? Blur the screen. He blurs the screen.
He does, man. And you guys held him, man. You guys shut down Glasses Dan Campbell. So shut down my stamp of the week last week, man.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe a little rematch coming in the playoffs, baby.
I mean, I would not be surprised at all. I would love, as a fan of the game of football, to see it. Because both of these teams, don't get me wrong, I love watching the tricky stuff that Detroit does. I love watching the unique coverages and fronts and everything that Vic does. But there's just something about both of these teams that they get also at the core of football, which is like, we're going to line up and we're going to beat the shit out of you today. And I just love watching teams that play that way. I do. I just love it every.
It's football at its core, man.
That's right.
It's Army versus Navy, dude. Yeah, as an Eagles fan, what's your biggest concern right now with the Eagles?
Well, I mean, Lane Johnson injury. I don't know how long he's going to be out. That's something that has like decimated this offense in years past. Whenever Lane's been out, it's been very detrimental. Positively, Fred Johnson has played well in his snaps that he's had to go in for Lane, but make no mistakes, they're going to miss Lane.
Yeah.
We got to find a way to get this offense going. I really thought they're playing man coverage. We execute so well when we play teams that try to run man coverage against us. We just saw it, and it did not work. We have to do things to figure this out. We have to get the ground game going. Everybody wants to talk about this year's offense versus last year's offense and previous offenses with Jalen Hurts. The number one difference is that we can't run the football. We're not running it at a consistent, successful rate. We had some big hits. We had a nice flip play to Saquon. We had some counter plays that hit. We have to be way better. We have to be demoralizing in the ground game, and they can be. They should be, and they're just not. And it's frustrating to watch. And like, if you look back at Nick Sirianni's entire existence in Philadelphia, the Eagles have been a top 5 to top 7 rushing team every year in the NFL. We are not there right now. And that's the biggest thing that makes throwing the ball so much freaking hard. You want to talk about Pat Mahomes. Brother, Pat had 45 pass attempts last week, something like that.
Yeah.
What you got? You guys had like what? Kareem had 14 runs?
I don't even know if he had that many.
It is extremely hard in this league to be efficient on offense if you don't threaten the line of scrimmage. All the best offenses in the league do that well. Bird's got the Cowboys this week in Dallas, where we've struggled at times. Dallas is, even when they weren't a very good football team, they found out a way to get our number in Dallas multiple times in my career. And they are a good football team right now. Make no mistake about it. Dude, their offense is loaded for bear. They're playing better and better every week. They are fucking motivated as hell because they've lost a member of their team in a very tragic way. And you can tell, man, these guys were fucking ready to go.
Schottenheimer, man.
And then defensively, Quinnen Williams, a big weakness of what Dallas has had really over the past 5 years has been the interior of that defense, the heart of the defense. They have not had great players across the board, right? Their linebackers have been dwindled from their times of having outstanding linebackers with Sean Lee, Van Der Esch before he started getting hurt.
Now they got 2.
Huh? Now they got a couple.
They got 2.
Now they got 2. But more importantly, their D tackles, which have not been, they've been guys, but they have lacked the Chris Joneses, the Fletcher Cox, the Jalen Carters, the Aaron Donalds, the Vita Veas. They haven't had that presence in there. They got it now with Quinnen Williams. Make no mistake about it. He is the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a big matchup for the Eagles in division. The Cowboys are going to be fired up for sure. Can't wait to watch this one this week.
Did you hit the tables?
Of course.
Of course he hit the tables.
But this is what I do. I always make the mistake of not talking to a host and making sure I got enough funds. I hit the table, the craps tables, and I was out of quick, and then I'm out of what I can burn at the ATM. It's really not a mistake. It's a good safeguard.
No. That's the way to do it.
It's a good safeguard from doing something really stupid.
Either you go through the roof and win like 30 times more than what your ATM limit will allow you to take out, or you just walk away with your ATM limit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it.
I think that's the way I got to do, Vic.
Don't ever change that. Don't ever go.
I can't go telling my bank ahead of time and having a line of credit. I got to stay away from it. I got to stay.
When you know.
I kind of wanted to, though.
When you know the hosts in Las Vegas.
I purposely don't have any host number in my phone because I don't want to be able to contact them.
Don't look them in the eyes. Leave their card on the table. Don't act like you accidentally left it there.
I've used one a couple times before, but I'm very happy I was not ahead of schedule on this.
Yeah, do not. Nice. That had to be fun. Where'd you stay?
So we were at Resorts World.
Ooh.
That was my first time there. It was nice.
The High Limits is nice.
Dude, they did a good job with that one. I've been to Vegas a bunch.
It's the biggest of the fucking bunch, and it's just like it feels empty as hell at times.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, what is it over there? The
Concords?
Concords.
Dude.
Concords is a good one.
That was where I was like, oh shit, okay.
This place is legit. Hilton's doing it right.
I've only ever stayed at the Cosmopolitan and the Wynn. I've been to Vegas a bunch, but I've only ever stayed at those two places.
Two great, solid.
They're fantastic. Resorts World was great. The service was fantastic, and it was, you could tell it was newer. I don't know when it was built, but the Concords was real nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. It's got to be 10 years now, but when I went, it was within like 5 years of it being built.
Thank you to our sponsor, KFC. Are you a dark meat or a breast kind of guy?
When you get KFC, you can get it all. Just put it in that bucket.
It's true. Thanksgiving's coming up, and KFC's starting a little holiday debate. Turkey or chicken? Not much of a debate if you ask me.
Yeah, let's be real. It's the you need gravy to survive it bird. It's beige of all meats.
Let's be honest. Is it really worth spending 8 hours cooking a turkey when you could just get something better, especially if it just causes you to go through a drive-through and get a bucket of it, maybe?
How about KFC's extra crispy chicken? Juicy, crispy, and always finger-licking good, baby.
Extra crispy does sound good.
It's the underdog choice for all your holiday gatherings.
KFC is saying cluck turkey this Thanksgiving. That's right. We're inviting all of you to give dry turkey the bird.
It's time to ditch the dry, boring bird this holiday and order KFC instead. You can't go wrong with a bucket of chicken, a good game or movie, or just some good times with friends and family.
Everybody's going to love it. If you show up to a Thanksgiving meal with extra crispy chicken from KFC, people are going to love you.
Especially a bucket of it.
If you come with a bucket of extra crispy fried chicken from KFC, you're going to get some thank yous. This year, skip the turkey and celebrate with KFC's extra crispy chicken. Thanks to our sponsor, Peloton.
Ooh, Jason, you've been using that Peloton?
You know it, Bubba. I use the Peloton and the Peloton Tread.
Ooh, I saw that tread over there.
Very convenient. Yeah, I got the Peloton right there too.
The new Peloton Cross-Training Tread Plus has real-time coaching and endless ways to move, alone or with your favorite instructors.
And the built-in Peloton IQ tracks your progress and suggests weights that challenge you so you're always hitting or exceeding your goals.
Their new movement tracking camera counts your reps and corrects your form in real time, taking the guesswork out of your workout so you can train safer, smarter, lift smarter, and make every count.
Oh, and have you seen the screen swivel? Yeah, it does. You can go from a 45-minute run on the Tread Plus to a 5-minute stretch off of it with one smooth spin.
The Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus offers a well-rounded routine so you can train and recover like a true athlete.
So whether you're just starting your fitness journey or already crushing it, this helps you train smarter and more efficiently.
Crush your goals and go the extra mile. Explore Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
Thank you to our partner, DraftKings. It's the best time of year for sports, and we've got football, we've got basketball, hockey, everything's gearing up right now. And as you know, that means it's prime time to get in on all the action with DraftKings Sportsbook. They got an offer that's absolutely insane right now. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. With DraftKings, you're not just betting before the game. Their live betting options are unmatched. We're talking quarter by quarter bets, player props, scoring runs, all while the game is happening. And if you're feeling extra spicy, throw those bonus bets on a same game parlay for a shot at an even bigger payday. Who doesn't like that? Not in a state with legal sports betting yet? No problem. Jump into DraftKings Pick 6 for your shot at cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code NEWHEIGHTS when you sign up. That's bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
All right, let's get to the rest of the NFL. We got a return of Jameis Winston, baby.
Yeah, baby. Everybody's favorite quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I love Jameis. The Dubs are coming back.
Oh, yeah. And the pregame Proverbs Fit pick, baby. The horse is prepared for battle, but the victory comes from the Lord.
Hey, there we go.
That old boy. Hell yeah, Jameis.
He's the best.
With the trench coat. Hey, Harlem Shake.
Hey,
Hitting that
Harlem Shake.
shaking the fuck out that. Hey. Get that dirt off your shoulders, player. Hey. What a guy, man.
Oh, fuck. Is there a better personality in the history of the NFL than Jameis Winston? I don't know, man.
I don't know of any, man. I don't know of any. I can't think of any. You might be the only one. You might be the closest second, dude.
Greatest city in the world clip. Yeah, let's play that.
I want fans to know that I'm going to do my best. You know, obviously I'm going to have fun, but I'm going to execute, have a surgical execution, and just play ball, man. Like, this is something I've been doing since I've been 4 years old, and I just get to do it in the greatest city in the world. I'm going to be saying it with my son. It's the greatest city in the world. That's a Hamilton reference, if y'all don't know.
I didn't know, and I've seen Hamilton. Thank you for the education.
Oh my God.
Gosh, man, I can only imagine what it's actually like to be in the locker room with that guy every single day, man.
Agree. It's got to be just the most exciting thing on the planet.
The NFL is just better when Jameis is starting, man. It is what it is.
I agree.
Staying on the Giants, though, we had a deep, no dumb question from Cam Scatterboo.
All right, let's hear it.
Do you turn your head to eat a taco, or do you turn the taco for you? Like, are you dominant to the taco, or does the taco, do you turn your head for the taco? It's about the dominance of the taco, though. Like, if you're turning the taco, you're dominating the taco.
I don't know what he dominates more, linebackers or tacos.
He also doesn't sound like he likes to keep what's in the taco.
That's my thing. If it's a hard shell and you turn that thing sideways, you got to
at least meet it halfway. You got to give it like a good 45
I agree. I'm kind
degree.
of a double.
Yeah,
I gotta get it in there. I'm a 3/4 taco eater, not overhand or submarine.
What?
I don't know.
I'll dominate the taco by devouring the taco.
Yeah, no matter which way I turn the taco, I'm still eating that motherfucker. Therefore, I am the dominant one.
I'm gonna chew hard as fuck so that taco knows
who's boss and who just got dominated.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of taco?
My favorite taco, give me
you soft or hard shell?
Hard shell. Hard shell tacos, yeah. Hard shell taco, just a classic fucking ground up beef. I just love it, man. Just a simple
lettuce, tomato,
taco. You name it, yeah.
Onions?
And no onions.
I know you're not an onions guy.
I'm a guac guy. But
do you like pico de gallo?
Yeah, I can do pico.
Doesn't
I just
pico
can't do
have...
the long I can't do the long slimy onions.
I got you.
Yeah, those things.
So diced onions you're good with?
With pico, yeah.
Got
and the pico, I can do it.
Yeah, dude, I'm a big corn tortilla. Guy. I am a big taco guy. I love tacos. Taco Tuesday. It's taco any day. Don't limit me to tacos.
Don't you fucking even, yeah, I'd get tacos 5 days out of the week if I
I'll dominate them. I'll let them dominate me. I don't turn down any taco.
It's nice.
My favorite is Al Pastor for sure. I love Al Pastor. I will do, especially if it's like an authentic.
If it's like a street taco, I'm with it, yeah.
Al Pastor's pork, isn't it? I think it is.
Sounds like
I see it on the
no matter
spit.
what it is.
It's fucking great.
They
They
just
put that
season
freaking
thing
adobe
up.
season or adobo or whatever the heck it is, the red stuff.
Yeah.
And the pineapple on it. Oh, gosh.
Ooh, okay, pineapple.
Yeah, baby. I like pineapples on my tacos and my pizzas and pretty much anything. I'm very pro pineapple. I don't believe in limiting the pineapple's ability to go in anything. What's the best thing to have pineapple in?
Man,
I just love pineapple.
yeah, I don't think there's a wrong answer to that.
I'm trying to think of like a common thing you have pineapples with. Like there's like the pineapple like margarita or like the tropical drink that's in the pineapple. It's more of a gimmick.
Yeah, I'm more pairing things with like the pineapple and food, not necessarily drinks.
Are you a fresh pineapple or are you a canned pineapple?
Fresh pineapple, Don't
Right?
fucking bring
Canned
that
pineapple
shit
is
over
like,
here.
I can't believe we used to eat that.
I can because those were good too, but
Yeah, well, and it was also way easier for Dad to just go get Dole canned pineapple.
yeah, Stoli Doli. I'll drink a Stoli Doli.
What's a Stoli Doli? Is that a thing?
Yeah, Capital
Vodka
Grill,
and-
baby.
And they call it a Stoli Doli?
Stoli Doli.
It's pineapple juice and Stoli?
Yep, vodka aged in a big old barrel of pineapple.
Oh, so it's infused.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, okay. Dole Whip is very good. Isn't that coconut too? It's like coconut and pineapple, or is it? What is Dole Whip? Because Dole Whip isn't ice cream. Do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah,
No
I put
idea.
it in there. It's just the Disneyland thing. That's the
Well,
best
they have it
pineapple
elsewhere.
to me.
They have it at the shore too. I'll get it at the shore as well.
Oh,
I believe the base is like a coconut type thing. But yeah, it's delicious.
it's the best.
Yeah.
Also, pineapple and fried rice is pretty good.
Pineapple and fried rice is very good.
Were we talking about football?
Oh,
Dude,
Spitgate Part 2. Dude, what the fuck is happening? What is happening in the NFL? We got Jalen Carter spitting, Dak Prescott spitting on the floor. Now, Jamar Chase is spitting on Jalen Ramsey.
I don't know what the situation is. I feel like
You don't know what the situation is.
I
Travis,
don't
there's a
know.
whole
I don't-
video.
No, I'm saying I don't know what the reasoning for spitting on someone and
There's
how that-
never a reason.
Why is there ever a reason to spit on?
This is my thing. When did the last person I remember spitting in the NFL was Bill Romanowski. Now all of a sudden we got 3 spitters. We got people just spitting left and what are we doing, guys? I thought Mike Tomlin had a great way of saying like what you do if somebody spits at you.
You know, I have no message if someone spits in your face. Do what comes natural.
If you get spit on, should you be able to react without getting a flag? I think so.
But then it's like there's a whole like section of like, oh, if this happens, you can react however.
Well, I mean, if somebody punches you in the face, are you not allowed to punch him back?
No.
You're not allowed to?
No, if you punch him back, you get ejected too.
Even if they started it.
Yeah, at least got to be open hand. Open hand, you're good. It's just a 15-yard penalty. But if you close that fist, you punch him, out of the game.
I mean, I guess it's probably good practice to just not encourage reactions. And I mean, listen, you get spit on, you'd like to think you'd be able to hold your composure, but dude, that's just like such a disrespectful, disgusting thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't like that this has now become a thing. I think that we need to do our best as NFL players to not continue this trend because it's just not appropriate. Not good. Other big games and stories. Bills 44, Bucks 32. Dude, Josh Allen's rolling. They struggled for a couple games there, but they've been back on the Bills train. They're rolling right now. Rams 21, Seahawks 19. This is my favorite game of the weekend, to be honest with you, outside of the Lions and Eagles game. I really thought the Rams would win this game. They're my sleeper in the NFC right now. Is like not a lot of people are not talking about them that much, but they're good at everything they do. They have a tremendous quarterback, a great defense, and the Seahawks, I've been waiting to see what they look like against a really good team because defensively they got some really good players. Darnold, it's like, okay, how's he going to perform under pressure? And listen, Darnold threw 4 picks, but they lost this game 21-19 and they threw 4 interceptions. If I'm Seattle, I'm like, bro, we just cleaned this up. We can beat anybody.
Yeah.
So-
And they had a chance to win it at the end, right?
I know.
No, they
Came
lost
down-
on a field goal, yeah.
Came down to the very end of it. So I think that both of these teams are for real this year. It was an outstanding game to watch. Great defense. I don't like watching low-scoring games, but I like when guys are flying around and making plays. And that's what this was on both sides.
Yeah.
And then, we finally got to see the Shedeur Sanders experience, albeit not the most set up for success way possible going in mid-game. Tough situation for any backup. Everybody's making a big deal that he doesn't get first team reps in practice. This is the way it works, people.
That's just the situation that's at hand.
The backup quarterback doesn't get reps. There's not enough reps that the starters can get.
You got to be ready, man.
You got to
be ready.
So that's part of the circumstances. But I think they've said that Gabriel's in the concussion protocol, and Sanders looks like he's going to play this week. So he's going to get a lot of reps this week, and we'll get to see what it really looks like this coming week with Shedeur Sanders.
Let's fucking go.
All right, that's it for Bold Topics, brought to you by KFC.
All right, let's wrap this up with some Stamps of the Week, baby. Stamps of the Week brought to you by Audible. Yeah! I'm keeping my Stamp of the Week in the tight end world, as I typically do, baby. Always showing love to the TEs, and this is the biggest, baddest tight end in the National Football League, Darnell Washington, out of Georgia University, the Pittsburgh Steelers tight end, man. The guy is an absolute beast. He had himself quite a day, but this play right here where he's stiff-arming 3 defenders in a row, man, is just, if you're watching this clip, man, you fucking love how this guy plays football, man.
Dude, I'm happy you're giving it to Darnell. I gave him the Hemi on Monday night. I mean, this play is unbelievable, but this dude does so much for the offense that doesn't get noticed. He is a Steeler. You know what I mean? When you think of a Steeler,
he's a Steeler, baby.
You think of a guy that's going to physically get after people. He gets after him in the run game, and clearly he gets after him when he's caught the ball. He does all the dirty work, just like a guy that doesn't get all the attention he should. Love this stamp for sure.
Look at this dude, man.
Look at my dude. Holy
trucking
crap.
Dudes, hurdling dudes. This is on a 3rd and 15, and he's only like 5 yards downfield. The guy's just giving all the fucking effort in the world to get a fucking first down.
I love it.
What an epic pick, dude.
There we go, baby. You know what? I'm going to keep my stamp of the week in the tight end room as well. I'm going with a guy who has been known to do some tush pushes as a tight end.
Ooh, I know exactly where you're going.
Mark Andrews and the Baltimore Ravens for executing the fake tush push in epic fashion. Everybody's like, oh, the tush push isn't a football play. Oh, it's not pretty. It's not schematic. It's not strategic. It's not cool. Well, check out my man, Mark Andrews. Little misdirection, opens the opposite way, swings out to the right side of the line and into the end zone. They fucking won the game on a fake tush push.
Epic.
Fuck yes. Love it. Love it.
Mark Andrews, the way he spun out of there, it looks like he's ran a little bit of triple option in his day,
right?
Man. How about
I love
Mark?
the design. Love the design.
This dude, Mark, is so fucking hype when he gets into this, dude. Two minutes left in the game, 4th and 1. Are you kidding me? Fire me up, baby. Let's go, man.
He's getting his Baker Mayfield on right.
It's more like a brother than a neighbor. His name is Tim. Now our girls call him Uncle Tim. When I was growing up, he called me and my sister his sisters, my mom his girlfriend, and my dad the boss. So Tim was a constant. And because of the time of my life that I met him, it was just sort of second nature to interact with him. And it never really registered with me that we were interacting with someone who was on the spectrum. So when I got a little bit older and realized how impactful it was to have Tim in my life and to understand autism on a personal level in the way that having Tim did, it helped me decide on a career after college. I went to work one-to-one with individuals who had special needs, and shortly thereafter we started a family and then stepped in for the Eagles Autism Foundation, volunteering first and then in a little bit more of an official capacity now. But I just feel passionately that the Eagles Autism Foundation they are doing their absolute best to impact the autism community through programs, through research. Every single dollar donated goes back to the autism community. So it's
That's
not,
awesome,
they're very transparent about how your money's being used. And the programs and research are chosen through a very, very selective process. And it's built on the passion of Jeffrey because of his experience with his brother, who is on the spectrum. So I'm really grateful that Jeffrey felt passionate enough to send the Eagles philanthropic focus into this direction. Mm-hmm. And I'm also grateful that they allow us to be as involved as we can be
awesome.
Year after year, because they really are doing amazing work.
Well, I'll tell you what, all the events that you guys throw to raise these funds look absolutely like they are just an absolute blast. I get the pleasure of joining the one in Seattle. Unfortunately, I had to leave early this year, but it's always just so much fun. And you guys also have the 10-mile bike ride, correct?
That's the Eagles Autism Challenge.
Ooh, nice.
There's actually more than just a 10-mile bike ride. You can either, it's a 5, you can either do a 10-mile bike.
Knows this.
You can do a 10-mile bike, 5K. Well, it was 30, but there used to be a 60. I didn't know which one we took down. 50.
He's scrambling.
You can't do the 50 anymore, but there's still a 30-mile
Just trust
bike
it,
ride.
Jason. Just trust it.
And I'm not going to lie. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. The 10-mile bike ride, you're riding in the streets of Philadelphia, but most of the people aren't like experienced bike riders. So like there's cars all over the place.
We used to have.
Dude, I watched Howard Eskin almost die. Like, just like he's on the radio, talking on the radio. He's on the radio doing a radio spot, the king of sports media.
Yeah.
And this dude is talking on the radio, runs right through a red light, like not even thinking twice. Cars have to slam on their brakes. And then later in the race, he
It's
like
distracting.
almost got hit.
Everyone knows it's illegal to be on the radio and drive a bike. You're not supposed to be
It's
doing
not even,
that.
it's just that the fact is, like, most of the people riding the bikes are doing it for a good cause. But because there's so many cars out on the street, it's not like you're just riding your bike through the park. Like, you're on Broad Street in Philadelphia, there's going to be some cars. And we changed the route this year, I think, for that reason, to try and make it less vehicular manslaughter friendly.
Jeez. Jason. Oh my God.
Well, that'd be smart. That's a good thing. This is a good thing, Kylie. This is a good thing.
So this year, for that exact reason, we got together with our production company who helps put the route together, and also Philadelphia Police Department and like the city officials to figure out a way to solve this problem. And
then AJ Brown almost got hit by a car.
he was on Instagram Live.
He was on Instagram.
If there's anybody that can get hit by a car and be okay.
There is a trend. All the people that have been almost struck by vehicles have been on some type of media. AJ Brown was on Instagram Live when he almost got hit by a car.
To be clear, all of this feedback is coming from a guy who at some point called me and said,
I get lost every year. I have to find my way back to the
what road is the way back? He is the only one who gets lost. The only one.
Travis knows this hits a little too close to home. I've never been
because
good
he
with
got-
directions
This
around.
is so
I
fucking
still remember the
gold.
story
Oh my gosh.
about when he got lost 2 blocks from home and had to go knock on someone's door to call your
blocks.
dad. 2 blocks.
Over on S.
Call
2
your dad and be
blocks.
like, hey, Dad, I don't know how to get home.
And he was at a friend's house that he goes to a lot.
He was like 13.
I was not 13.
He was in high school. I'm telling you.
So anyways, yeah, if you're looking to support a bunch of families and a great foundation, or if you just want to roll the dice and see a bunch of exciting events where people almost get hit by vehicles, come on down and participate in the Eagles Autism Challenge.
No.
This is awesome.
We can cut all this out. It's fine.
Yeah, obviously.
So there's the Eagles Autism Challenge, which we just talked about, and then the Team 62 fundraiser out in Seattle. That this year raised $380K alone just this year.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
the part of.
We actually got up into the 400s, I believe.
Oh, really?
Because of a few things that rolled in after the fact. But yeah, the OD again.
The OD.
We love it there.
Those shorebirds. Oh, man.
Yeah, and everyone comes feeling generous, and they help us crush our previous year's record. So
Feeling generous is pretty funny because really it's just everybody comes up there thirsty and ready to drink.
That's right. Yeah, have a little fun. But I mean, but it's not even just that.
Everybody
day.
at
You
the
know,
shore
there's-
is spending their money on alcohol and Ritas. That is it. It's those two things, and
the Ritas
that's
is
why
free.
everyone keeps coming back.
Ritas is free. The Ritas is free at the event.
All right now.
But it's more than just the people. Like, we had so many sponsors, and Kylie and Ryan, the head of the Eagles Autism Foundation, they do so much work setting up different sponsorships, different corporate donors that have like different things at the event. A lot of my teammates came out this year. It was the most amount of Eagles players we've had at the event. So I mean, there was a lot of support from a lot of people this year. So we did not expect anything like that. I don't think it's It's crazy how much money it's raised.
That's how you know you guys are doing it right.
Honestly, Ryan does a really good job of, she says that it's add water and stir. So a good example is we have
Kool-Aid?
I guess. We have
Don't forget that sugar now.
we have Radiothon coming up
right,
that
Why doesn't Kool-Aid come with the sugar in it? I feel like
Jason,
they're
let Kylie
skimping on the
talk.
ingredient. Oh, sorry. Have we ever had
asking
Kool-Aid?
me. No.
You've never had Kool-Aid? Ever?
You said, have we ever had
I
Kool-Aid?
did say that. We've never had Kool-Aid.
We do not have Kool-Aid in our home right now.
Does Whole
But
Foods sell Kool-Aid?
You got Wyatt's never had Kool-Aid?
This is a crime. We need to change this.
She is
know what
way too
Travis
old
is
not to
coming
have
in with.
had Kool-Aid. Yeah, I'm about to come through like the Kool-Aid
to
man.
be fair,
just
she
knocking down
She had
walls.
accelerator.
she would house. No, she has not.
What? What did he just say?
He said she's had accelerator.
You cannot get caffeine to kids.
Plant-based thermogenics.
That'll help her stay awake for 5 days straight.
I don't really know where to go from here.
Just close it out.
Please.
Just close out that
Please.
section.
No. We're just getting started, guys.
Please.
That's only...
That was the
I'm
first.
done now?
That was the
that
first
is
segment.
the
You got
first segment.
10 more
That
segments.
probably
to
should
go.
have taken 10 to 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ. This is making it abundantly clear why when I'm like, oh no, they'll be done 4 hours from now, and I still can't get a fucking answer from Jason to be like, we're done, you can come home now.
Sure, we'll be able to post a link so that all our 92 percenters can get involved or continue to be involved in helping the Eagles Autism Foundation. And it's awesome to hear that, you know what I mean, you found that that love to give back. Well, let's move on to no dumb questions.
Hey-o!
Because there's no dumb questions. There's just dumb people.
Nice, Kai. Good job.
I appreciate you joining
You're welcome.
these two dummies. No Dumb Questions is brought to you by our friends at Accelerator. Accelerator Active Energy Drink. Got those plant-based thermogenics that you need to get through and answer any not dumb question. That's right. Let's get our plant-based thermogenics no dumb question. At Brohan914 on YouTube. Brohan.
Nice.
Guys, if you ever have Kylie on, my no dumb question is...
specific to Kylie. All right.
Has she ever tried to set up Trav? What does this mean? If no,
Wow.
why not? If yes, please spill the tea. Oh, like set me up with a significant other.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now you're on the hot seat, Kai. Go ahead and answer that no dumb question.
No, I have not tried to set up Travis with someone.
You gave me some good info on one of the DMs I got one time from a girl
I did. Yes.
used to go to your high school, right?
A little intel for you. Yes.
So knew to stay away from that one. And so
Well, dip, dodge, duck that one.
I guess we've never really had the opportunity.
just gave me
but did you-
the fair warning not to get set up with that one. So no, she has never tried
I
to set me up with
think the
anyone.
DMs spoke for themselves, Travis.
Well, you know, DMs I heard can work every now and then, or at least swiping right.
Don't try and get off topic.
Hey-o.
I have not set you
What?
up with anyone.
What? You're right.
I have not, and I would not ever. No.
Why would you not ever set
Oh,
Travis up?
I knew Jason was going to answer. I wasn't going to ask that.
You don't want to know the
I'm
answer.
terrified to know the answer. Go ahead. Tell the people.
To be fair, most of my friends are dating or married.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. That's a fair answer. This has nothing
Other
to do with
than
me.
that, I think
Is it-
you're fine. I think you're doing great on your own, Travis.
Wyatt said
You
I'm-
have no problem.
Something tells me, Wyatt told me that I was naughty and I was sneaky because of what she was hearing her parents say about me.
Jason, why would you say that about your brother? That seems unfair.
I think she saw that. See, what happens is kids watch a lot of shows and they see things and they just mimic
Good
them
one.
when they're
Good
talking
one.
to
We'll
people.
go with that.
What shows?
Very
She saw
common.
it on a show. Yep.
All right. Well, that's fair. Well, things are not looking up for me.
You're doing great, Trav.
Any 92 percenters out there still looking for someone to breed with? And that about does it for No Dumb Questions. Before I move on, No Dumb Questions, sponsored by our friends over at Accelerator.
Hey, you.
No dumb questions, just
Accelerate Travis's dating life.
dumb people. Yeah, so, I'll tell you what, if these things did that, man, I'd be 3 babies in. All right now. Oh, man.
You are doing so well.
Thank you for joining in there, Kylie. And thank you to Brohan. 914, you got your answer.
Thanks, bro, huh?
And there's probably no chance of me ever getting hooked up with Kylie's suggestions. Thank you. So moving on to bold topics for Kylie Kelce. Kylie, do you go by Kels or Kelce?
I go by Kelce.
Okay.
Because
all right. That's
what he goes by.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll go by
that's
either
fair.
one, really. But
That's fair.
definitely
All right.
Kelsey. I'm not going to correct somebody who says Kels.
All right, well, let's get into some bold topics for the one and only Kylie Kelce. Kylie, as you know this is a serious interview. We need truthful answers, and Jason and I are considered journalists at this point, being a year into the podcast game.
So, Travis, we just asked you if Kylie would ever tried to hook you up with somebody, but Kylie infamously fell in love with me on Tinder. So maybe she can give you some advice on your dating
Oh my
app.
gosh, what was your Tinder picture?
Well, there was a bunch of them. There was like 4 of them.
Yeah,
It's
what
like
was
a
your
little-
first one?
I think it was
Was it
me
the-
on the
was-
sideline looking up.
No, it was.
Shut up! You
No, it
did.
wasn't. Here's the
Showed
problem.
everybody you were an Eagles player.
Yeah,
Wait,
I said, I am
wait.
Jason Kelce, legendary Philadelphia Eagles
No, he
center.
didn't.
Swipe right if you're into the Eagles.
my god! Kylie, you fell for that.
No, he didn't. You want to know the best part?
Everyone did.
So on Tinder, you're such an ass.
Go ahead, Kai. Go ahead, Kai.
I found out years later that he thought that there was evidence in his profile that he played for the Eagles. And he mentioned something about, well, there was a picture of a TV screen
Yeah.
on a game. I guess it's when he was injured,
No,
or
no,
maybe
it
a
was
preseason. And it was part of his profile. And I said, there was no picture of you. There was no picture of a TV screen. Needless to say, it was cropped to fit Tinder. And so the only thing you could see was his face.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see
tell.
the lower thirds. You couldn't see the ticker.
You couldn't see any of the
anything.
graphics. All you could
couldn't
see-
even see the Eagles emblem on his shirt.
All you could see was an athletic issued shirt on a sideline with a bunch of other people.
Oh, you're
You
such
couldn't
a
even
little-
tell. It was so discreet.
Being a brat.
It's a beautiful love story. It's the start of a beautiful love story.
Yep.
I got to get back on Tinder and show a preseason sideline pic of me. You think, Kai, you think I should go stash or no stash? You think they recognize me
this
if
is a
I
good
did
question.
stash? They probably would. They probably think
if
I was like an
that-
equipment
if-
manager if I just had the stash on.
For a Tinder bio, are you pro stash or not pro stash, anti stash?
I'm going to...
You hear that?
This is... I heard it the other day. If you could stop. This is going to sound a little harsh, but I think you should do the mustache, because if they'd swipe right at your worst, then they'll love you at your best.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. That's good thinking. That doesn't even hurt my feelings. That's just smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
just genius.
Get those expectations down. About it right away.
Oh, it was in your Tinder profile?
It wasn't in the profile, but it was definitely
Well, his
communicated
profile
upfront.
at the time was something to the effect of, I want to have deep, meaningful conversations and talk about getting married and having kids, or something like that. Joke's on him. Who got
What
the last
everybody's on
laugh.
Tinder for?
It was pretty evident when the first time, well, I shouldn't say the first time, the second time that we hung out.
What happened the first time?
Well, you fell asleep 45 minutes after I got there on the bar table because he was too drunk. And
Not
then,
a good first date.
and then Bo Allen accomplished the most impressive physical feat of his life when he fireman carried Jason back to his apartment.
I could see Bo doing that. Honey Bobo. Shout out to Honey Bobo.
Exactly. He emphasized that someone who's dead weight is difficult to carry, but Jason fought him the whole way.
It's even harder than dead weight. It was anti. It was
Physically fought him the entire way.
You're making me look stupid in front of this girl.
yeah. I was wiggling free. I was making it difficult for him. It became a challenge halfway through.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely fell asleep. Got a little bit too inebriated. But I was sober enough to know it was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen in my life. It was love at first sight. Let me tell you.
He doesn't even believe in love at first sight.
I didn't until I met you, and it was like fireworks. exploded at the door. The moment you walked through the door, Buffalo Billiards.
I want to feel those fireworks.
It was like, if you know, like when a movie has like an angel walk through doors and it's like there's only like one light on that person.
That's what happened. I've always wanted that to happen.
It was like I was in a movie for a split second.
And now you guys made a movie about yourselves.
He's so full of it.
I'm not making any of this up.
You just built up watching the documentary even more.
Second date went much better. I didn't black out or fall asleep.
I'm not gonna lie. Picturing you with angel wings right now is pretty cool.
Yeah, the second
She
time
didn't have wings. I didn't say wings.
Oh, like an angel with wings.
It was like an angel in a scene where the light is like only on that person.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. I guarantee
Have you ever seen Twilight?
That's not what he experienced. No.
It was like when the vampires go into the sun in Twilight.
Kai, when you saw him, your world got dark, and you were like, I don't know if I like this.
No, I saw him and I thought to myself, you're wearing plaid and really leaning into the lumberjack thing. When we first met, he had the man bun still, a full beard.
Ooh.
He still had the man bun.
Just a big man
lumberjack with a man bun?
See, the man bun was helpful in the early stages of our relationship because I could tell when I could tell when he was blacked out because he would send me a selfie and his hair would be down. As soon as I got a selfie with his hair down, I was like, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
That's good.
I'll talk to you when you re-enter the world. This conversation.
Pretty accurate too.
I bet if I dug deep enough in our text messages, I could find some old pictures of just Jason's hair down.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let your hair down.
Yep.
Especially when you're drinking tequila.
Not right now. I know about that now. We ask a lot of the guys or a lot of the people that come on to this show, there are the NFL players. What was your welcome to the NFL moment? What was your welcome to the Kelce moment?
I like that question.
Welcome to the Kelce family.
Was it dad just walking in the front door without calling or knocking or anything?
Be nice to him.
Yeah, all the Kelces live their lives like sitcoms. Like you just keep the front door
bust
open.
Through the door. Yellow.
And you hear an applause from like
No, I think the welcome to the Kelce moment was when we went to Hawaii
for the Pro Bowl.
For Pro Bowl because we were there for Travis.
Yeah, it was not a Pro Bowl for me.
No, we were there for Travis, and it was the first time where everyone was in the same place at the same time.
Yep.
And I think it's the first time we met, Trav.
100% is.
And that's also when you started talking about catching Kelce.
Yeah, catching
and
Kelce
I was
premiere.
Like,
yeah, it went live on social media.
I know I'm new here, but that doesn't sound like a great idea.
We didn't. I know I didn't know about that, but I don't think anybody else knew about that either. I was like, yeah, I didn't tell the Chiefs quite yet that I was doing it. Yeah, so I had a long talk with Coach Reed out there in Hawaii. Keep going now.
It was fun. It was fun to be able to be with everyone in the same place because, I mean, however many years now it's been, and it's still really difficult to get all of the Kelces in one place.
Yep.
So that was, I think, more special than I knew it was in the moment. But since then, have realized how fortunate we were to be able to go and support you, and also just get a really great vacation in Hawaii.
Yeah. No, I remember it being just as magical. I'm without the Catch Kelce premiere or whatever that was. Yeah, I remember you. I was like, you kind of got the. It was obviously the first time you met the family, so you kind of came in a little. You know what I mean? Just a little shelter, just like waiting for your moments to shine. You know what I'm saying? And then we started playing drinking games with cards and everything. And you were doing the exact same thing Jason was trying to do, which is never really to win the game. It's really just to trick the fuck out of whoever you're playing with. In like some form, it's like I'm gonna make you feel dumb.
Winning the game.
I'm gonna make
That's
you feel
winning
really
the
dumb.
game.
No, you'll trick somebody in just to get a point, but it's like you're not really trying to win the game. You're really just trying to make someone feel stupid. And you were doing that with Jason, and I was just like, oh wow, this is a tag team that is going to threaten America right here.
I do often make the joke that that he wins at everything. It's really quite annoying. Honestly, both of you do, so it's kind of funny to watch when you guys go against each other. But Jason specifically, I've noticed that no matter what he tries, he absolutely annihilates. And when we got married, I was like, this is great because now he has to be on my team. We're married. There was a little strategy.
Well played.
It's like a playground. I'm first pick.
Supervised.
Today was the
This
longest.
is a great
Jason,
day to
is not
watch.
a question for you, Jason.
To ask this.
Oh, sorry.
Jason watched the girls for almost 3 hours today.
All three of them.
When I told my parents that he watched them for 3 hours, he said, it felt like 4 days. I would never leave him long enough that he would need to give Bennett a bottle. So really, that 3 to 4 hour threshold.
He immediately feels the shade and has to
Just one. I mean, I'm giving Wyatt for sure about it. Benny, I've been less on because I've been handling Wyatt and Elliot.
Well, let me switch up this question
Sure.
a little bit.
Here's the thing. You got to have strategy. Here's the thing. There's techniques.
Yeah, you got it.
Jason
I
mans
know
the
exactly what
toddlers.
they are. You
Jason mans the toddlers
I'm just talking
because
about
they
watching
can
kids in
speak.
general.
You gotta
If
have
you just like go
activities.
into it with no, if you go into it with nothing planned, it is going to be
gotta
hard.
have
What
a
did you
scheme.
say when I was leaving the house today, Jason? What's the first thing you said out of your mouth?
When are you coming back?
You gotta plan it. You gotta play. You gotta count for all those minutes.
That's not what you said.
In
What'd you
seconds.
say?
I don't remember.
What'd you ask the girls?
What did I ask the girls?
Yeah. As I was leaving the house, I stood up to leave, and you said, "All right, girls, what
do you wanna
movie do you want to watch?"
Yeah.
You're like
What's
a
wrong with that?
substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Just turn on them.
Rolling the TV.
Oh, those were good old days. They just got them in
We
the
had a good one.
they got them in the school or in the classrooms
We had
now.
a good one. I gave Benny some yogurt.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let me switch up this
Rocked her
question.
to sleep on the rocking chair.
Let me switch up this
While the
question.
other two were in the house. Who knows what they were doing?
If we switch up this
And
question,
then I set down Benny to go to sleep.
it sounds like a good dad to me. Let's see if we get a different answer out of this question if I tweak it just a little bit. How long, if at all, would you allow me to babysit the girls unsupervised?
I think my headphones just cut out.
Longer than Jason? You're not hurting my
By
feelings.
yourself. Would it be by yourself?
Yeah, no, this is
But
unsupervised.
the question is,
Unsupervised.
unsupervised.
But then who's watching you? To be fair, when I left today, Wyatt said, "I'll keep an eye on him, Mom."
Nice. All right, why?
I'd probably leave you for
You can
1
go to
hour.
the store. You can go to the store.
I'd leave you for 1
I
hour.
got you.
Yep.
Nice.
I'd leave you with Wyatt for. You
Oh,
can handle Wyatt.
Wyatt.
The only one is
I
Ben.
thought you meant all three together.
No, it's 100%
Elliot's a
was
little
the
bit
question.
difficult, but
You were right.
Ben is
1
the
hour.
hard.
Right. Cool.
You can handle.
I feel like Travis can stand longer than you can. That's
For
a
sure.
game changer when it comes to watching small babies. Bennett right now, she's happy as a clam if you just get up and walk around with her.
Yeah.
So he's not willing to make that commitment.
No.
His back
She can't
locks
play
up
fetch.
and then that's the end of it.
His
So.
back
yeah.
locks up. This guy. I'll tell you what. That's an old Kelce excuse right there if I've ever heard it. The old back lock up. Big Ed's been saying that one for years.
When are you going to finish the second floor bathroom, Ed? Oh, my back. Can't do it right now.
It's still not finished.
If you know one thing about this show, on occasion, you will see a giant dog behind me,
Enormous.
and you're probably been wondering just what the hell I feed that thing. And the answer is the farmer's dog.
You do feed him Farmer's Dog. The Farmer's Dog makes and delivers fresh, healthy dog food. It's developed by vets, nutritionally balanced and made from real, healthy ingredients to human food safety standards.
How about that? And my wife prefers they eat this over gophers in the backyard. It's the best option for dogs at all stages of life because it's not kibble. It's not canned goo. It's just real healthy food.
Real healthy. They also send the food pre-portioned specifically for your dog based on their unique nutritional needs. So get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/newheights. Plus, you get free shipping.
Just go to farmersdog.com/newheights to get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com.
So if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase.
How about that? Go to drinkag1.com/newheights. That's drinkag1.com/newheights. Check it out.
Let's go into one of one of our new segments here called Couples Trivia. You're the first couple that we've had on the show. Congrats, guys. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Jason will be answering for Kylie, and Kylie will be answering for Jason, a.k.a. Sexy Batman, as Philadelphia knows him. And Kylie probably knows more than anybody in Philadelphia. Let's find out which one of these lovebirds knows each other best. This one is actually a question for both of you. I can just jump it off. Who said I love you first?
Me.
Was it you?
I think it was me.
I don't remember that far
I
back.
knew he was going to play that fucking. He definitely remembers. That is such that's such an O lineman cop out. Oh, I could hit in the head for a living. I can just say I don't remember.
Who's Kyle? Next question.
You know, because you're so in touch with your feelings.
Yeah, Jason. Who's the most romantic?
Kylie.
Jason, come the fuck on.
I'm not romantic. I
What
don't
do you
know.
think?
There's a lot of words that describe me. Romantic is not one.
Let's be abundantly clear. When he asked me to marry him, he prefaced it. He went to get back in the truck and he said, "This isn't the most romantic way to do this." And I immediately started crying because I knew what was happening only because he referenced being romantic. That's how infrequently he is romantic.
Did he ever tell you what he was supposed to do when he proposed?
No.
Jason, you
Go ahead,
never
Trav.
told her what you had planned?
Look at him. He doesn't remember.
No, you cannot. Don't you fucking act like you're going to forget this, Jason.
Did you tell Travis?
Apparently I did.
Yes, he told me like fucking a week in advance that he was going to wait for your family to come over. There was something that your father did for Lisa, actually, that he thought was very Philly-esque and very unique. So he was going to, it was either sing you a song or serenade in the front lawn, maybe?
In South Philly, they do like this thing.
Serenade.
Yeah, they do a serenade, but it's more after they're already engaged. I did briefly think
Before the
about
wedding.
that.
I did briefly. I asked you how you were going to do it, and that's how you said you were going to do it.
Did he explain how my dad proposed to my mom? Because if he did that plan.
I don't quite remember. I thought he did. Was it
I don't know,
along
do you
those
want to air
lines?
this out? I don't know if you want to air this out.
Okay.
Well, we'll keep that one in the vault. It was,
He didn't serenade you.
no.
You are such a fucking coward, Jason.
You said we were just...
I went into the house that we were already at with Ed and Lise. I went in, asked Ed and Lise for the permission to ask for Kylie's hand in marriage.
Do you want me to tell them actually what happened when I told you to get back out of the car?
Please, Kylie, can you take this over?
Listen, so we were there and I was trying to do this because I wanted to get it done before training camp. And I wanted to be engaged.
We were already a week into training camp.
So there were some scheduling reasons. And I was in the car and I was and I couldn't figure out how to inconspicuously go back into the house, because like if I went in there I was like, hey, I gotta go talk to your dad for a second, it would have been very odd of me to say that. So when we got in the car I said, man, Kai, I'm sorry, but I gotta take a shit right now.
You said I have to go to the bathroom, and I was like, great, go in, because we're not turning back around. Okay.
Nice.
Because at this point we were visiting my parents. We lived 30 minutes away from where they lived. Yeah. And we had already gotten the dog in the car.
Yeah.
So we were committed. We were leaving.
Yeah.
And he went inside. He was only in there for maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he came back out. And I said to him, Jason, go back in there and go to the bathroom. I know you didn't just go in there and take a shit. It usually takes you 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was not long enough, and we are not turning around.
And then he started crying.
And then he said, this is not the most romantic way to do this. But can you get out of the truck?
The whole shit thing was just a ploy.
Got her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Way to... hey,
So sweet.
At least you did it, bud. Hats off, man.
Yeah.
Hats off. Sorry.
That'll be on my
That's
gravestone.
it every day.
Sorry.
That'll be on my gravestone. At least you did it.
Now every time you tell her you got to use the bathroom, she knows it's just a ploy.
Yep.
Biggest pet peeves.
Jason's biggest pet peeve.
It's a lot of them. So this is hard to narrow down.
This might be a little bit too deep, but his biggest pet peeve is when people disrespect him.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or when people call him bro.
Oh, you're not a bro?
Kylie called me bro one time. I was
One time, I've never called him bro again.
Yeah.
I'm not your fucking bro.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. That kind of gets me going too.
What's Kylie's biggest pet peeve?
The pause is because he's like, there's a very long list.
No, I'm trying to think. Eating food that is not within the date on the can or package.
Who's funnier?
Jason. He's going to say yes.
Oh, I'm trying to think of,
He's trying to think of a funny response to make it sound like he's not saying himself.
No, so the question is, who do I think is funnier?
Got you, yeah.
Between
Still you.
Who's the funniest? You or
Yeah. I'll give it to me.
Jason, what's Kylie's favorite movie?
Kylie's favorite movie. I would say The Notebook, because I know that she likes The Notebook.
Okay, guy.
She loves Transformers. Big Transformers fan.
I do love Transformers.
With the special effects, huh?
She's more of a TV show rewatcher than even a movie rewatcher. I would say, like, if we're going movie or shows, she will rewatch New Girl, Friends. Right now, she's on a nanny kick, which is pretty annoying when that's not in headphones.
Guy, what's Jason's favorite movie?
His favorite movie.
You should know this one.
The Big Lebowski.
There you go.
That's pretty good. The dude himself. Kai, what's Jason's zodiac sign?
I don't pay attention to the zodiac
Jason,
signs,
do you know?
but I.
Go ahead. Do you know?
Kylie is an Aries.
Why do you know that?
Oh, it's kind of just guessing.
He mirrored it up. He mirrored it up. Oh,
is it right?
Are you an Aries?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Very well. Nice.
How about that? Scorpio.
That was going to be my guess. I just didn't want to commit.
There you go. Psychopath. Who takes the longest to get ready?
I'm gonna let Kylie answer this one.
It's me.
Oh, wow. Jason takes fucking forever.
To be fair,
I do take a long time.
he takes a long time only because he waits until the absolute last minute.
Yeah.
He will be
There's nothing
laying
wrong
on
with
the couch. I will be packing bags for children. I will be getting myself together.
Yeah.
I will be doing all the things. And this man will be like, I got 5 more minutes on my eyes closed now.
Well, to be fair, doesn't pack a lot. And on top of that, there's something about like the creative like rush that you get from procrastinating that just, it makes everything kind of just fall into place.
Sure. Travis, I've seen you get ready too, so if you want to play this game,
Name one thing I've ever been late to.
Don't even play these games.
are you telling me not to say it or him not to go there?
I mean, if you say it, if you want to.
What was I late to?
The draft.
Yeah.
The draft.
The draft this
In
year.
Kansas
we were
I
at
wasn't
your
late
house.
to that.
The whole draft got postponed for 10
It
minutes.
did not get postponed.
He said it, not me.
for
He
10
said it, not
minutes.
me.
It did not.
Yeah,
You
you had to
said it,
stall.
not me.
I know for a fact. I know for
It
a
did
fact.
not have to stall. It was right on time. I got there 2 minutes before I was supposed to go on stage.
Eway and I were watching, and it was at least 8 minutes late.
Shout out to my cousin Eway. All right, well, you know what? Some people like to say I was just a little bit late, but they told me I was right on time.
Maybe everyone else was early.
Yeah, there you go. Who wants to be early to the draft? If Jason could only eat one thing for the rest of his life, Kylie, what would it be?
Chicken wings.
That's a fair
pretty
one.
accurate.
What's Kai eating, Jason?
This is a fun little exercise.
Yeah, I mean, mac and cheese.
I know it's not spoiled.
That's a good point. What doesn't perish? Yeah, I would still go mac and cheese.
Okay.
Is that not accurate?
No, you have to agree. Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that if I had to eat one thing, it
So
would
the
be
answer is
mac and
no.
cheese.
So what would your food be?
I think you're on the right track. I would say pasta, some type of pasta. He's on the right track.
I'll accept that as a correct answer.
I thought you guys did great, considering you guys met on Tinder. You guys did.
What's that?
I don't know. But that is the end of Couples Trivia.
Hey!
You guys just knocked out that first segment for that. That's awesome.
Here we
do that.
go.
We should have couples on more often. We don't know who won because there's no keeping score, really. But you guys won. I know that. You guys are winners. And Jason wins at everything. Let's move on to our next segment, Living with an NFL Player.
Let's talk about Jason behind closed doors, ladies and gentlemen. I've lived with Jason for 16 years, another year and a half in college.
Yeah.
That torch has been handed off to you, Kylie. and boy, is that flame burning bright.
That is tough to pass up.
First of all, thank you for taking them off our hands. For everyone out there, why don't you tell everyone what it's like living with Jason?
That's your cue.
Yeah, I know. I just don't even know where to start.
Just a quick rundown.
Super clean.
Here, I'll ask you this: what's the best and most annoying thing that can come into your head right now?
Ooh, that's a good one.
The best thing about living with Jason?
The best.
Side the sex.
Sexy Batman got it going on.
I would say the best thing about living with Jason is that we get to raise our girls together.
Ooh.
There are a few things as attractive as seeing your husband be a father.
So the real sexy Batman is sexy dad.
Hey.
All right, sexy dad man.
Sure.
What's the most annoying thing?
Yeah.
His lack of volume control.
Ooh, yeah.
What? There are tiny humans living in this house, and he is.
I don't help this whenever I'm.
I'll say 1% of the time, he is responsible for whatever unfolds after he wakes up a child or disturbs a child.
Let's just say irresponsible.
And so he will walk through the house in his flip-flops, putting his heels through the steps. He'll walk into his closet and snuff his nose. He's just noisy. He's a noisy human. And it often wakes up children. And he's a noisy creature. And he often wakes up children, and when he does, he is not responsible for them. So if he could just turn the volume down a little bit sometimes.
Let's just talk about the NFL schedule. Are the hours as insane as people make it out to be, coming from a significant other's point of view?
I mean, when he was debating retirement this past year, I did say to him, depending on what you choose to do afterwards, playing another year, at the very least, I would know your schedule. So at this point, we've been together quite a few years, and we've sort of figured out what works for us. And I would say that the schedule, specifically for a player, because I know that some of the other people in the building don't quite get to go home as frequently.
Right. Got a lot of coaches.
Yes. But I get to see him a fair amount, enough that
I get to see him enough. No, I think it's hard because I feel like in season it's a lot. You only get Tuesdays off, and then if it's an away game, you're gone all weekend. But I think out of season, you have a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of time with your family.
It also, he's figured out what works for him. So he is off on Tuesdays, depending on what he's feeling like during the season. He might pop in for treatment in the morning. And then Fridays is a fairly short day, but he'll stay and get a haircut from Lib and then get a massage. And so he's home later in the afternoon that day. And so we just have sort of, he works the schedule, what works, how it works for him. And I feel like in 13 years, he's worked out the kinks. So we're here whenever he comes home. We'll see when we see him, I guess.
How is it post game? You talk about versus the wins and the losses.
Immediately post game, I joke around that he has to perfectly coif his beard, and that's what takes him so long. He is consistently the last person out of the locker room, and for the life of me,
he's been that way.
He is the king dilly-dallier.
I would just like to say that it's not because I'm quaffing my beard. I just want to make that clear.
It's because he's on his phone.
No, I just take a while to get undressed. I got a lot of tape, and media people always ask me questions.
I'm so cool. I cannot tell you how many times I've been waiting in the family room, and they'll turn the lights up. The mood lighting turns off, the lights go up, and the people in there will be like, "Excuse me," and I'll be like, "I guess I'll stand outside." He's not here yet.
That's been Jason's MO his entire life. He's always the last one out.
Has it?
1000%.
What else have I been the last one out for?
For every football game you've ever played, you've always been notoriously the last one out.
I will say over the years, I've come to realize that since childhood, there has not been much of a transformation with Jason. Because like that, knowing that he's always been the last and still is consistently the last. And then when I talked to your mom about him forgetting things, and she said, well, don't be worried because he's been that way since he was little. I used to leave his lunch and his homework right next to each other on the dining room table. And I would get a call after he left for school and he would say, I got my homework, but I forgot my lunch. And she was like, they were right next to each other. So I've told a few stories to your mom about him trying to find stuff. And the one time he asked where something was, I said it was the dining room table. I came down into the kitchen and he was looking on the kitchen island. So it provides some clarity that he has not changed. Not one bit.
I have nothing further to add.
At this point, who's a bigger celebrity in Philly? You or Jason?
Jason.
Just wait till the documentary
Just
comes
wait.
out.
Oh my gosh, I
Just
can't
you
wait.
wait.
No, thank you.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. What's the community of wives like in Philly?
Wags.
Yeah, the Philly Wags.
Why not?
Wives and
What's wrong with
girlfriends.
wags? Wives and girlfriends.
The community of women in Philadelphia, I feel like we've gotten really lucky over the years that we've just consistently had a group of women that sort of understand the expectation of Philadelphia as a whole. So I feel like not many people have come in and stirred the pot or tried to act like a diva.
An opera singer.
Yes. I don't think that plays to the Philadelphia demographic.
You're saying you got lucky because you've heard horror stories of things like throughout the league or throughout Philly's
also
past?
you can see you can see on social media the way it sort of functions in other.
You judge people off of social media? How dare you?
Well, I'm just
See, that's
I'm
what
just
social
gathering
media is for. The
observations.
pictures, you see the picture or the video and you create an image. Jason, don't act like you'll do the same thing.
I don't judge. It's your judgment here.
I will say there's some impressive, like Carla Graham, Brandon Graham's wife.
Mm-hmm.
She is, she has a law degree. She, I believe, is going to school to be a psychologist. So she's got, and she has a military background. So thank you for your service, Carla. And she's not alone. There's women on the associated with the Eagles who have impressive resumes. We had Aria was a traveling nurse. We just have some people who are really, really cool in their own right. And just because they're with an NFL player, I think they probably don't get as much hype as they deserve. But there's a lot of women associated with the team who are just sort of badass on their own.
I feel like we've also had, we got the benefit of one because we've been like a good team for the most part. There's been a lot of holdovers with players and significant overs. It's not like, I feel like some teams, they're starting over every year, whereas
yes,
Carla and BG have been there for 14. He's going on his 14th season.
Yep. And I mean, going with that, we also have the relationships of Connor and Laura Barwin are still here in Philadelphia. Speaking of a badass, she's a PA down at Penn, does reconstructive plastics for kids. I'm just saying, there's a lot of really cool women. Brent Selleck, who's still in the area and still works with the team. Celeste, we get to hang out with.
People are going to be like, why didn't you name it?
Okay, well,
stop naming it.
I loved everybody you just mentioned.
There's a great community of women here in Philadelphia. Badasses in their own right that I'm grateful that they're here and that they've set the vibe to be a good one.
A good one meaning a good wag? How does that feel to be referred to as a wag?
I don't like it.
Why not like it?
Because I think for the most part there's a stereotype of wags that I would not.
Yeah, what's that, guy?
Fall under.
What's a stereotype of a wag?
That everything is designer, that they are with their significant other.
Stuff?
What's wrong with designers?
Jayla got me a Louis Vuitton bag. It's really nice.
That they are with their significant others for reasons other than that they truly love them.
So that's the sticking.
That is, honestly, that's the part that deeply bothers me.
We're not calling you that.
No, I know that.
I
knew that was coming. This guy's a sicko.
Ha ha ha.
So talk to everybody how you personally get ready for an NFL season. Like, is there anything that you do in terms of like planning or like just, I don't know, yeah, from like a significant other's point of view? Like, is there anything that you do to get fired up? Like, do you like make t-shirts in advance, or like do you like, what do you do?
I do not make t-shirts in advance because I barely wear things that associate me with Jason while I'm in the stadium.
You have the one jacket.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm wearing every 62 thing possible whenever I go into the league, just so I don't get punched in the face. Go ahead.
Last year was one of the first times where I've worn something that clearly displayed Kelce, because for a while when we were dating, I used to use the excuse, it's not my last name. And then when we got married for a few years after, I was like, maybe no one will notice that I'm still not doing it.
I just don't want your guys' attention. Thank you, though. Have a good day.
Please don't look at me. But I recently started, I feel like he's so old and on his way out. Jeez.
You are, Jason.
So might as well squeak some cute jacket in there.
Kylie, so you were kind of just mentioning how the attention is, I don't know, it can get to you. Have you noticed over the past like couple years, or at least this past year, Jason getting a lot more attention, or him having like the most stardom of any NFL lineman ever?
Yes.
You know, his jersey he's the #1 female jersey seller
jersey
in the National Football League. He is the sex symbol for the NFL. I'm joking.
First of all,
the numbers are lying.
Let me just. Well, let me just say this about it being the women jerseys. I am almost 6 feet tall, and I'm not thin, and I will hold my ground. That's mine.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I said what I said.
Defensive.
Yes.
But you've noticed the attention over the past couple years, right?
Yes. And I mean, I think it's completely warranted, but I'm biased. I think that not only clearly on the field he is dominant, but off the field he's doing so many things that either pique people's interest or is for a good cause. And so I think all of the reasons that he's been in the news or discussed or a topic of conversation is, I mean, again, completely earned. So I do think that it's a little bit harder to go out and send him for ice cream if the girls want some, or head out as a family and try to do something without him asking to have pictures taken with him, which is an interesting interaction for our daughters to watch. But besides that, I do say oftentimes people will ask me while their friend's spouse is taking a picture with him, they always ask me, does he get annoyed by this, or does this bother him? And I always say to people, it's not like people walk up to him and say, you really suck.
It's Philly. Every now and then. It's
always in support of him. It's always encouragement and excitement in meeting him. And they're always so loving when they talk to him. Who wouldn't enjoy that? So outside of the very rare, we're trying to do something quickly, or we're having dinner, just the two of us, and someone sneaks in to get a picture or get an autograph. Outside of that, I think that he appreciates it. And so I can't be mad at that.
All right now. Well said. I don't think Jason deserves any of it. I personally think that no, he deserves every bit of it. And I love.
You're just saying that because when you come to
fan.
Philly, they
Whenever I
when you come to Philly, they say it's Jason's brother.
No, you already know it because I'm thriving in Eagles gear every time I come to Philly.
Yeah, they love you here. You're like honorary.
That's all I wanted to ever be is just an honorary Eagles fan from Cleveland, Ohio.
Alrighty. We need to shout out one of our sponsors that you probably see us drinking all the time during the show. Yeah! And that's Accelerator Active Energy. Look at that. What a beautiful can, huh? Besides being wonderful tasting, they got good aesthetics too.
If you've been looking for something with zero sugar that gives you sustained energy and gets the metabolism going,
hell yeah.
It gives you the enhanced focus you need to record a motherfucking podcast, you got to check out Accelerator Active Energy drink. I mean, I'm not lying. You'll take one swig of this and be like, no fucking way this has zero sugar. This shit tastes so good.
There we go.
Jason, what flavor you got over there, cuz?
A little peach paradise, a little berry lemonade.
I'm on those paradise vibes too, man.
Delicious.
Can't go wrong. All the flavors are amazing.
Hey.
Accelerator Active Energy drink is available nationwide at Target, Meijer, and Sheetz.
How about that? Before we keep going, we need to shout out one of our new sponsors for the show, and that's Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game.
Prize Picks is the most fun way to win money this football season. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry.
Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app.
And for the portion of this ad read labeled personal experience to be read by talent outside of me and Jason, because we're active NFL players. That's right. We can't necessarily play this, but we encourage everyone else to.
If you want to.
Intern Brandon, please let the people know your personal experience with Prize Picks.
Brandon, you're an intern?
Yeah, I'm an intern.
I didn't know Brandon was an intern.
A lot of people are interns at 36. So let's get those headphones off. Let's go ahead and get those off, get you guys legally safely away from this ad read. Let's talk a little bit about Prize Picks. Here's what we're going to do this season, 92%ers. Each week, we are going to go on Prize Picks. We are going to build us a giant entry that we're going to call the Rooting for Offense entry. So you just go to Prize Picks, you find every Chiefs and Eagles offensive player, and you pick more next to their player projections. You're going to see Mahomes for yards, pick more. Jalen for touchdowns, pick more. You're going to see A.J. Brown for yards, pick more. Because if you're looking to get into daily fantasy this season, Prize Picks makes it super simple. Now, I can bring back Jason and Travis. Come back. We didn't think about this part of the ad. They cannot hear me. Come on back. Come on back. And we are legally safe from that portion of the ad read.
There we go.
All right, hopefully our intern did right by you guys. And if you want to get into daily fantasy this season, go to prizepicks.com/newheights and use code NEWHEIGHTS for a first deposit match up to $100! Exclamation. Let's get to what everyone really wants to hear about, and that's you guys having 3 beautiful baby girls. Fans on the show have seen Wyatt and Elliot,
the thirst traps,
and then obviously with the Stanley Cup, Benny getting her shine on.
Benny in the Cup.
Who are they more like? Can you do all 3 yet, or is Benny too young? Like in terms of like?
Well, yeah, Benny doesn't really have a personality. Right?
This is a Kylie question, Jason. Shut up.
Benny and Wyatt look alike, and I would say they definitely strong Kelce genes.
Jason, shut the fuck up.
Ellie looks very much like Kylie's baby pictures.
This is a Kylie question.
Wyatt, I think, is very much like my personality. She's got my brows. She's got my, furrow. Yeah, that's a good word, furrow. Her facial features are very similar.
Ooh, nice.
She's very emotional. She is happy, mad, sad, all of it.
Dramatic.
Yep.
Ooh, that's very much Jason. Yeah.
Elliot
what about Ellie? Wyatt?
is...
What about Ellie, Kylie?
Ellie is...
Let's hear you talk about yourself.
More like those second children.
What's that even mean? She's more like a mother?
No, like you. We're more like us. We were like, your mom has told me that that Jason was the difficult sort of emotional. We jokingly said that he gave her PTSD.
Oh, was he?
and that you were sort of more easygoing, more of an easily handled child.
Yeah. No.
I think that's before you guys were old enough to sort of really stir the pot.
What? Why did you have to just chop me at the knees right there? Why didn't you just pump both of us up and then slowly just said, yeah, but you still suck way worse.
No, I compared the two of us because we're both second children in a two dynamic.
Right. I'm with you.
And so we were the easier children according to our parents, and Jason and my sister were a little more difficult. So I think that that's very much Wyatt and Ellie. And so Ellie's just really go with the flow. Her phrase is "I will." And so even if she says no the first two times, if you say it a third time, she goes, "Okay, I will."
Do the girls watch all the Eagles games?
They watch the ones that are at an appropriate time of day.
Yep.
If it's a night game, even if it's an 8:15 start, I'll let them stay up and watch for a little bit because at the very least they'll see him for a couple drives and then they'll go to bed. But yeah, they understand that when there's green jerseys on the field that's dad, and vice versa. They do understand that when there's a red jersey on the field that it's Uncle Trav's team.
One of my favorite videos of all time is Wyatt reacting to an Eagles game, which couldn't have been more Philly. And I wonder how she got and muttered up those
One
words.
day we'll share those.
That affection or that
Yes.
the emotion. You know what I mean? I wonder where she
Yes.
got that from.
I have no
Probably
idea.
from the same cartoon she got the naughty and sneaky from.
That was good.
Yeah, that cartoon. I'll tell you.
Kids don't watch Bluey. Those Australians. Who's good cop, bad cop? Parent.
I'm bad cop. Jason's
No
good cop.
chance.
What? Jason, you're
I'm
good
definitely
cop,
bad
huh?
cop. Well, I'm bad cop and good cop. Never know what you're going to get. I got to keep them on your toes.
I have to be bad cop most of the time because I'm outnumbered. On any given day, I have to be bad cop most of the day.
You're all arrested.
Exactly. We're trying to limit injuries and keep the peace for the most part. And when it's just me and it's 3 against 1, I got to try and nip it in the bud before anything goes terribly awry. When Jason's home, usually he's the fun one. He does the launching onto the bed. He does all the things that end up in one of them crying mom because someone sustains an injury.
For sure.
And the only times where he's bad cop is when I say, Jason, and he goes, what? And I say, a little help. And he'll go, Wyatt?
Oh, yeah.
And then that's all we need.
That's it.
It's just
Lay it
That's
down.
that Ed Kelce.
the deep.
You hit that voice. You know, dude, stop everything and freeze. It's about to go down. What are some of Jason's best skill sets as a dad? We know his toughness in Madden's through the fucking roof. His speed in Madden's average, but it's pretty damn good for an offensive lineman. And his strength above par. What are his skill sets as a dad? Like his playing fetch skill set, is that pretty good? You saw that
It
one.
is.
Through the roof.
Good one.
Very good.
Changing diapers. What is he out of 100? Is he a good diaper changer?
He's very good at changing. You're very good at changing diapers.
Nice.
He just doesn't do it very often.
There you go.
Come on, Jason.
When you've mastered a skill, you don't need to keep doing it. Okay? So I'm still working on it, and he nailed it.
Noted. So if I start having babies, make sure you're really good at diapers.
Jason can teach you.
Good when there's a tantrum? Like when there's a tantrum, does he thrive? He'll hold order in the room, or does he just throw the tantrum with him?
I think there's a good dynamic of when I've had enough of a tantrum, he'll step in and come in with a level-headed response, and we can sort of trade off. There are days that just, I think all parents know it. There are days where everything goes to shit, and by the end of the day, you're just like, if we're all breathing, it's fine.
You're inherently dealing with beings that are just the most selfish things on the planet. And they have no
Don't talk about
awareness.
yourself like that.
What would you say if there was one skill set that Jason had that was his best skill set? What would it be?
I don't know how to appropriately encompass the way he is fun with them. Like, he knows that the girls know that he's the only one that will build a giant slide out of the magnetic blocks that you sent them, the magnetic foam blocks. They love that. Yeah. Or, like I said, launching them onto the bed, doing things that I wouldn't necessarily do, throwing them in the pool, things like that. He's mastered the fun. He's
learn
very,
today.
very good at fun. I swear he's a good dad.
Speaking of our dad, has Jason taught them how to fight yet? Do the girls know how to fight the Kelce way?
No.
No?
I
Jason,
will
you haven't
say,
taught him how to kick someone in the balls?
I have not taught him any fighting techniques yet.
I will
Trying
say,
to keep them from getting kicked out of preschool the way I was.
Oh man, we both got kicked out of preschool. Jason, tell them what you did. And I'll tell everybody what I did.
Well, me and a kid were playing at a cafeteria table, and for some reason we were stabbing each other with sporks.
For some reason?
We thought it was like funny, and we were just like hitting each other with sporks, and I hit him hard enough right in the forehead. And I just remember the next day his dad had him like under his arm, and he had like 3 little spork dots or four little spork dots, and they were kicking me out, and they said, "Did you do this?" And I said, "Yeah."
You penetrated his skull. AKA, they were playing, Jason didn't like how they were playing, so he stabbed him in the face with a fork. That's basically what happened.
To which Dad's reply was, "Why weren't you watching?" This is your fault. Who gave him a spork and unleashed him? Exactly. Why the hell would you give that kid a spork and let him just eat his lunch without supervising him?
And meanwhile, I got kicked out of preschool because during playtime, we were playing checkers, and I was winning because I don't fucking lose at checkers. And if you win, you stay on, right? Like that's the thing.
Well, it's kind of hard to win, Travis, if you never move your back row.
Yeah, so I kept winning, and the teacher told me, Travis, you have to share. And I'm like, that's not how it rolls. Dad always taught us, if you win, you stay on. Winner stays on. You know what I mean? It's not, yeah. And she said, no, you have to share. And I said, no, I don't. And threw the chair that I was sitting in at her. So
what?
Yeah.
Is that a real story?
This is a real story. Yeah,
How did I not remember that?
Yeah.
You threw a chair in a teacher.
You've both been kicked out of preschool?
Yeah. Good luck.
This is what you married into, Kai.
To be fair, if a teacher called me and
Isn't
said,
that surprising?
your kid sporked another kid in the head, I would then address that with my child, not the teacher.
Listen, here's the difference.
It was the 90s,
There was a girl in the same preschool I got kicked out of that rammed my head into an air conditioning unit, and I had a bump on my head.
Deserved.
Probably, but my dad didn't try and get that kid kicked out of school. He just was like, hey, let her growing up. Sometimes you run into an air conditioner.
Honest, I'm going to be honest.
All of a sudden, the sport kid's dad was like, I'm not having this. Your son was partaking in the sporting as well.
He just didn't win.
Yeah.
The thing I'm most nervous about for our daughters.
Now he won't learn because he's removing the best competition.
He'll be getting sporked for the rest of his life.
This kid's never going to learn how to sport properly.
The thing I'm most concerned about with Wyatt going to preschool is the phone call that I'm going to get when she has taught all of the other kids at her school the words that she's heard at home. The only thing I can rest easier knowing is that Jason curses publicly on a regular basis, and no one's going to suspect her foul-mouthed mother.
Nice. Jason has said he was kind of hoping that you'd give birth to Bennett at the stadium during the Super Bowl.
What do you mean he was hoping, Travis? I know it was both of you in cahoots.
Could have been so magical.
I know you were both rooting against.
You could have named her Arizona.
Honestly, we did have a conversation that if she came at the Super Bowl, I think you said it on the podcast that you wanted to name her Super.
Yeah.
That was not going to happen. But I told him that we could do SB as initials, and we were considering Scotty Bennett.
Oh.
Which is also very cute.
What were we like 3 days away? How a week after?
A week and a half, I think.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
a week later. Sorry to disappoint everyone.
Yeah, would have been cool. Way to go, uterus.
Don't talk to my
So the Kelce doc takes us through this just a little bit, but apart from being 8 months pregnant, what was the Super Bowl week like for you and all the extra attention?
No, I could have done without the extra attention. I think that the status of pregnancy should not have been a headline.
Well, America disagrees.
You ain't lying.
It was stressful the week of the Super Bowl because I was trying my very best to be as calm as possible so that I did not set off labor.
Scotty Bennett, man.
It was not the time to panic. But having been through the Super Bowl 52,
That was a good Super Bowl, too.
it was a great one. I knew how terribly anxiety-ridden trying to get through the Super Bowl would be. So it was difficult to calm myself down, and I was really just trying not to have my water break.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Jason said he was not helpful during the birth of Bennett. We saw I think it was a Vine or a Instagram reel.
Wish it was a Vine TikTok.
Him doing absolutely nothing but peeling his bagels. Is there really much he could have done more?
I offered to pull it out, but you wouldn't let me.
Pull it out. It was a little late for that.
No, the baby.
Oh.
Jason, take it out.
I gotta set the record straight. People thought that I was being serious in bashing him during labor. It was our third child.
Who cares?
I mean, at that point, he had worked out what works. He knew that he gets hot in the hospital. He brought a fan. If you could hear the audio on the bagel footage, you would hear me saying, but like, tell me how it is. Okay, because I'm living vicariously through you. Some people in the comments said, oh, my significant other stood next to my bedside and held my hand through 23 hours of labor.
Back pain.
If this man holds my hand for 20 minutes, it's sweaty.
We do get sweaty.
I don't want him standing over me staring at me. What good is that? We got this.
That sounds weird.
Snorlax.
Listen, don't
He
underestimate
did great.
the need to eat food. There's a lot of guys that pass out. I'm telling you.
Here he goes again.
And it's all because they got low glucose levels.
I already explained this, Jason.
No, he really, honestly, he's a very, very well-versed support person at this point. He puts his hand behind my back so that I can get a good crunch on pushes. I think it's what gets us through labor so quickly.
It's all about that me holding her up.
That's what does it. It has nothing to do with the fact that I just grew human or that they're exiting my body.
All me.
It's him, guys. Him holding me up gets that baby out. So I'm here to set the record straight. He did
my
the labor.
stomach hearing about Jason. So more about you, Kylie. You're a field hockey star. In your final 2 seasons in college, your team won the Colonial States Athletic Conference title, and you were captain, and you took the words right out of my mouth. If any of the girls become a professional athlete, do we give credit to you or Jason?
Jason.
I think
We can keep giving credit to Donna Kelce.
Nice. She is the culprit, that's for sure.
I think you should use your platform to improve the game of field hockey. And by that I mean change the rules so it's more exciting.
Oh, Jason.
Listen, have you watched the field hockey game, Travis?
Yeah, I remember watching
there are so many stoppages. Like, who made the rule that you can't use the backside of your... It just doesn't make any sense.
To be fair, Travis just said that he watched field hockey at heights, which means that he watched it before they put in self-start. Now you're able...
Self-start? What's that?
It basically is when there is a foul and there's a restart of play or a free hit.
Yeah.
You are allowed to get one touch on the ball,
and just go
tap it, and go. So it does
like
it. It does a great job of keeping the flow of play, and it doesn't drop or stop the momentum, which is. I personally think you should be able to use your feet, and you should be able to use the front and back of the stick. Like, these aren't like. We need to encourage higher scoring. That you don't like the challenge of a highly skilled
I knew exactly where you're going, and that is exactly it. You can't do it.
Yeah, you're right. I don't. I enjoy.
You're
100% right. I enjoy
he can't turn
high points. I enjoy more flexibility from. I don't like rules infringing on creativity. And if you can't use like the back of your hand on the back of the stick, I want people doing stuff that I've never seen before in a field hockey pitch.
Well, Jason, why don't you get creative?
Well, this is the problem. He has watched a very small amount of field hockey. in the grand scheme of things.
And you're making this
And
complete bias
just
opinion.
sharing. I'm sharing
Unfair
my
bias.
observations of what I think would make the game more fun for the
more
girls.
like ice hockey.
You said it.
Exactly. We can get off of Jason's views. Let's keep this thing moving. I got one of my favorite segments here, Kylie. We have to ask you, but you don't have to answer.
Alrighty, we don't have to ask, but
We know.
oh wait.
We know.
Alrighty, we have to ask, but you don't have to answer. First question: what is something
You
I've
have to
said on the
you have
show?
to explain
you
the
wish I
topic,
hadn't said?
Jason.
Alrighty, we have to ask, but you don't have to answer. All right,
But we would love if you
it's
would
time
answer.
for one of our favorite segments. We have to ask, but you don't have to answer.
That just
We'll
got
take
me
the time
too.
throwing
That
questions
just got
to
me
you.
too.
We'll take the time throwing questions to you, and it's up to you if you want to answer or not. Do you understand the rules?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Alrighty. Pretty complicated. Kind of like field hockey. Alright, what is something that I've said on the show that you wish I hadn't said?
That I was trying to relive my glory days in my alumni game and got a hernia.
Why do you not wish I would have said that?
Because I said when I was listening to the episode that I felt like you guys were talking about me when you were talking about Kevin Hart, and that if you let it sit dormant for too long and then just try to full go,
Well, that's why I brought
that
it
it's
up.
not going to go. Well, that's nice.
That's why I brought it up, because it brought me to it was a logical connection.
Yes, I have a hernia. Yes, I did it playing field hockey.
Kylie, you know this is eventually going to happen to Jason. You know this is. I mean,
I've already had a hernia.
No. Something like this is going to happen when you're like 45. You're going to go out and try and play with Wyatt and Ellie, and you're going to go out there.
Yeah.
And your sphincter's going to explode or something. You know what I mean? Like something crazy is going to happen. You're like, this is why you don't do that. Kylie, did you listen to last week's episode?
Apparently she did.
Okay, so you did listen to last week's episode. How did you feel about Jason blaming you for what happened at the Colts joint practice?
Jokes on him because I said it first.
She actually
So that's where you got it from, Jason.
There's a couple things that he said on the show where I have said them first.
You fucking thief.
But he's the funny one, Trev.
We're a team. Everything that's mine is hers, and everything that's
like
hers
when
is mine.
people were concerned about if I went into labor during the game, and he said, "Well, Kylie better not bother me." And we had Wyatt during football season, and I told him that I would have someone tell him after the game was over, and that was a regular season game on our first child. Try and act like I'm high maintenance.
Everyone knows Jason is high maintenance.
If you could start a podcast, what would it be called?
And what would you talk about?
I went to school for communication, and we
squirrel in the tree.
did have some podcasts.
Kylie
We also had
podcasted before we podcasted.
We did. We had discussions about it being called overly opinionated. So
No, but the actual podcast was called Squirrel in the Tree.
no, that was a radio show, Jason.
But you had podcasts.
It's all the
first.
same.
Well, I
right?
had a show first with Burr.
What? You and Burr had a show?
We did. We had a radio show, and we only referred to Jason as the bear in the woods. And the one time he requested a song, and he thought he was funny, and it had profanity in it. And needless to say, which one was it?
Was it My Neck, My Back?
It was
My-
definitely not My
that
Neck,
was a
My Back. I
fucking
would have known not
classic.
to play that one.
What? You didn't want everybody to start twerking?
It was a true radio show that was aired on an FM dial. So
you can play that?
regardless, the FCC doesn't like when you do that.
Yeah. Well, it was a Catholic school. I get it. Damn, I didn't know you were already a podcaster. That's awesome. Does
It wasn't. It was only for a grade.
Oh, who do you think is a better podcast host, Jason or myself?
Wow. Just saying.
Sorry, Trav.
No,
Whoa!
I get it. Jason's better than me at everything.
Listen, I can take it.
Been-
Just say Travis.
Done this my entire life. Kylie, I don't think I've ever even told you
Don't
this
hurt
story.
Travis's feelings like this.
I don't think I've ever told you the story. So my entire life, everyone's told me how much better Jason is than me. And so I get to the NFL, and I'm going into a Super Bowl, my first Super Bowl, against the in Miami against the San Francisco 49ers. And leading up to that Super Bowl, Coach Reed has a lot of his coaches and his players kind of come back and kind of be around the team, especially the ones that familiar faces. Brett Favre did it. Donovan McNabb came and spoke to us a little bit. So Coach Dick Vermeil came back and spoke to us, and Coach Reed gave him the floor like he would as if he was a head coach. Like in the middle of the team meeting, everybody, Dick Vermeil, he gets up and he's getting fired up, like he's like his juices are flowing, like he's like the old ball coach again, and he's talking about toughness and how you got to play with toughness and how the league is, they're trying to be safer and it's kind of taking the toughness out of the league, but you guys got to play with that grit. And he's like, "Where's Kelce?" Right here. And I get up, I stand up, "Right here, coach." Because I'm fired, he's firing me up. He looks at me, he says, "Your brother is one of the toughest son of a bitch that's ever played this game." I mean, I turn on the film and I'm like, man, I want that guy to play for me. It's like, I love that guy too, coach. And I just sat my ass right back down on my soft baby weak ass.
This is what I'll say.
And it was like that
having...
moment of like realizing that you're never gonna fucking be Jason Kelce. Shout out to Coach Vermeil on that. I fucking love you, Coach. Go ahead.
I don't have to pick Jason, but I think Jason, because
he's better. No, I get it. I get it.
I married him.
Yeah, she has to. That's what she's saying. She has to pick.
No, I didn't.
You're not hurting anyone's feelings.
I didn't have to pick him. But here's the deal. I think that New Heights would not be nearly as successful if you guys didn't get to play off of the banter, the humor that you guys so effectively use with each other. I think that you guys would not be as successful independently. So it doesn't matter if Jason edged you out a little bit.
Jason, she's just trying to make me feel better.
Is it working?
I know it.
Did it work?
Honestly, kind of made me feel better.
Are Winnie and Baloo the most underrated members of the Kelce family?
Winnie is.
Yeah, Baloo's a dickhead.
Is that terrible to say?
No, because he is.
He's just a pain. He can't help himself, and he's a pain. This morning we woke up, he went into one of the trash cans on the second floor of our house and pulled out a dirty diaper and then busted it open on the dog bed in our room while we were sleeping.
Nice.
That's Blue. But Winnie's the best. My first picture.
She is. And she kills all the groundhogs.
The dog I always wanted.
Jason, a big body wash guy? Or a shampoo kind of guy?
Kylie knows exactly what I am.
He's a antibacterial Dial soap bar.
Dial soap, dude.
So much so that when we go places, I always make sure that I put a new bar of Dial in my bag, so that when we get there and he complains about having to use body wash, I just pop it in the shower. Really brings the vibe up.
You two are so magical.
You know what's nice about a bar of soap? It's like so many.
He was gonna say, you know what's nice about a wife?
Oh yeah, it is very thoughtful. I really do appreciate it. You know what's nice about a bar of soap though? That
it gets pubes. It's the pubes all stick to the bar of soap if you don't use a washcloth.
No. So when you're getting towards the end of the bar of soap and there's not enough
I actually
left,
didn't know this was a thing until he showed me.
Like when you're getting to the end of the bar of soap and there's barely any left, you can adhere it to the new bar of soap. You take it and layer it on to the new bar of soap, and then it becomes homogeneous. So that you're dealing with no weights.
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous. Start with an H.
Homogeneous. Get the fuck out of this. All right.
Can you tell everybody whether I am a good handyman around the house without laughing? Please. No.
Oh,
no.
He is not handy.
Yeah, Jason, for him to really want to be a carpenter, he said he wanted to do that as a hobby. And I'm just like, dude, you are not good with shit like that. It's just not your thing. You putting shit together and shit, it's not
my skill set.
Yes, because I'll tell you what, I was building raised beds for the backyard because I was going to do some vegetable gardens in the back. They're the most impressive weed gardens you've ever seen in your whole life. They are taller than the fence. Okay, it's amazing. But besides that, I was screwing them together, and Jason came out and said, "Let me have that drill. I'll take care of this." And within 30 seconds, there was smoke coming from the drill bit.
It's a bad drill.
And
bad drill.
I had to immediately back him up
God,
because
you know why this thing's smoking?
because I had already gotten through 3 corners and he was trying to light it on fire by the 4th corner. I was not happy.
What can Jason? That'd be a good segment to have next. What can Jason do?
Which Hogwarts house am I? Honest opinion. Sisters.
Do you have any fucking idea of what a Hogwarts house is?
I'm Slytherin? Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding.
He does kind of have like
worst
that.
insult you've ever
He wants me to.
Really get to know
I don't
him,
want
he
you to
does
say that. I
have,
want you to say what you think.
You're evil, Jason. Your eyebrows are from Slytherin. That's for damn sure.
If it's Slytherin, it's Slytherin.
He's Gryffindor. He's Gryffindor. I would say Gryffindor or Ravenclaw.
Can you please at least tell people I'm not a Hufflepuff? That's really all I care about.
Oh, he is not a Hufflepuff.
Thank you. I'm not a relevant Hufflepuff.
I don't know what a Hufflepuff even is. Did Jason make you watch all the Twilights, or did he just willingly do that for himself?
He willingly did that himself.
Yeah, I thought so. They're so bad. They're so bad. All right, let's turn on 5. God, so
when you get to a point, you're pot committed. Outside of the Super Bowl win, what is your favorite Eagles football memory?
Ooh.
I was just talking to my dad about this the other day. I would have to say watching Eagles games with my dad growing up. Unrelated to you and watching you. Sorry.
There's nothing good. Don't need to be sorry about
honestly, having watched with my dad was more of a recreational activity. Mm-hmm. When I watch the Eagles now, it is stressful because I closely watch Jason and the line, and I'm always hoping for the absolute best in every scenario, so it's significantly more stressful. Whereas when I was growing up, we would like mess around on the couch while we were watching football games and act out plays and stuff like that.
Man, that just reminded me
like
when
taking a picture with the girls on the field or something like that.
You know what that actually made me think of, Kai, is when we were in New York. We watched the Giants game. Was it last year?
Oh, no, it had to be 2 years ago.
It had to be 2 years ago. We watched the Giants game. Jason got banged up and went inside the locker room, and I see Kylie's face, and I mean, she is extremely worried and kind of I don't want to say stressed, but she's kind of what's going on. She's keeps looking at her phone to see if the trainer gives her a text whether you're dead or alive, and I'm over here
in New York.
Yes, you hurt your knee.
It was against
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's love story is now powerful enough to change the dictionary. Cambridge Dictionary has officially revealed its 2025 word of the year, and it was partly inspired by Taylor's lyrics and her headline-making engagement to Kelce in August. The winning word? Parasocial, defined as the emotional connection someone feels with a celebrity, fictional character, or even an AI, despite having no real-life relationship. According to Cambridge University Press, millions of fans felt deeply connected to Taylor's vulnerable songwriting about love, heartbreak, and desire, creating what psychologists call parasocial bonds with her. The dictionary announcement noted that when Taylor and Travis revealed their engagement, countless fans felt personally invested in the couple's happiness, even though most had never met them. The statement also highlighted how modern media, especially podcasts with their raw, unfiltered style, has replaced real-life friendships for many, fueling parasocial connections. Colin McIntosh, Cambridge Dictionary's chief editor, explained, "Parasocial captures the 2025 zeitgeist. What began as a technical academic term has exploded into everyday language." Lookups for parasocial on the Cambridge website soared throughout the year, proving public fascination with these one-sided emotional relationships. He added that the language of parasocial behavior is changing quickly as technology, culture, influences, and even chatbots reshape how people form attachments. The term itself isn't new. It dates back to 1956, when University of Chicago sociologists Donald Horton and Richard Will studied how television made viewers feel as if on-screen personalities were part of their real lives. Cambridge's report noted that early TV stars became fixtures in people's homes, long before social media intensified these bonds. Simone Schnorr, professor of experimental social psychology at Cambridge, explained that people often assume influencers with huge followings are automatically trustworthy. This creates a powerful illusion of closeness, loyalty, and emotional investment, despite the relationship being entirely one-sided. She added that fandom itself isn't unhealthy. Icons like Taylor Swift inspire parasocial ties because they are exceptionally talented and deeply relatable. But this can also spark obsessive lyric interpretations, Easter egg hunts, and intense online debates about song meanings. In a recent interview on Z100's Elvis Duran show, Taylor admitted that while some fan theories are wildly off, others get surprisingly close, and she finds it fun when fans solve the clues she actually plants. Meanwhile, 13 seasons into his legendary NFL career, Travis Kelce continues redefining the tight end position, breaking records, carrying the Chiefs' offense, and proving why he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. Something feels different in Kansas City this season. Travis Kelce keeps stacking milestones, but the Chiefs keep stacking losses, even in games they once would have won with ease. Their latest heartbreak, a late-game collapse against the Broncos, dropped Kansas City to 5-5, a record that would have sounded impossible just a few years ago. If the season ended today, the defending Super Bowl champions wouldn't even qualify for the playoffs. Kelce breaks another Chiefs record in what might be his final season. Even in the chaos, Kelce continues rewriting history. Early in the fourth quarter, he hauled in a 21-yard touchdown, the 84th regular season score of his career, officially passing franchise icon Priest Holmes for the most touchdowns in Chiefs history. His resume now reads: most touchdowns, 84. Most receptions, 1,045. Most receiving yards, 12,691. He already held every major receiving record for a tight end in KC. Now he owns the franchise's total touchdown crown too. There's no debate left. Travis Kelce isn't just the greatest tight end in Chiefs history, he's one of the greatest in NFL history. And he's doing it during a season many believe could be his last. The Chiefs' issues aren't Kelce, but time is running out. Kansas City's defense did its job, holding Denver to 1-4-5 in the red zone and keeping the game alive until the final minutes. But football doesn't reward almost. One brutal 3-and-15 conversion was all it took for Denver to steal the win, and the Chiefs' shrinking margin for error. They now sit 3 games behind Denver and face a must-win game against the Colts next week. Patrick Mahomes summed it up: "This isn't where we expected to be, but we'll stick together." Sticking together won't be enough. They need urgency, now. Is this Kelce's last ride? Kelce's dominance continues, but so does speculation about his future. Entering his 13th season, he's openly talked about playing until the wheels fall off, yet is also preparing for life beyond football. With his engagement to Taylor Swift and conversations about stability, retirement whispers grow louder. Before the season, the Chiefs were expected to be Super Bowl contenders once again. Instead, they are fighting just to stay above .500. Frustration is boiling, and it showed after their latest loss. When reporters tried to ask Kelce about breaking the touchdown record, his response was blunt and brief. His mind wasn't on the milestone. It was on the loss. Kelce's sweetest role, Uncle Trav. Despite the chaos on the field, Kelce's most meaningful moments lately have come off it. Kylie Kelce, wife of his brother Jason, recently revealed just how adored Uncle Trav is by their 4 daughters: Wyatt, 6, Elliot, 4, Bennett, 2, and baby Finley, and 7 months. On her Not Going to Lie podcast, Kylie reacted to a viral video where a child begged an aunt to sign a bad grade to hide it from their parents. She laughed and said she could absolutely see Travis doing the same for her girls. "I do believe Uncle Trev would do this. He wouldn't even think twice," Kylie said. The only challenge, she joked, would be figuring out how to deliver the forged signature as technology evolves. "If there are virtual signatures one day, I guarantee Uncle Trav will sign it and send it right back to school." Even while chasing NFL greatness, Travis Kelce remains the fun uncle who would do anything, even lie, to protect his nieces. Something feels different in Kansas City this season. Travis Kelce keeps adding historic milestones to his career, yet the Chiefs keep adding losses, even in games they once would have won with ease. Their latest heartbreak, a late-game collapse against the Denver Broncos, dropped them to 5-5, a reality that would have felt impossible just a few years ago. If the season ended today, the defending Super Bowl champions wouldn't even make the playoffs. Kelce, however, continues rewriting the record books. Early in the fourth quarter, he caught a 21-yard touchdown, the 84th regular season score of his career, breaking his tie with Chiefs legend Priest Holmes for the most touchdowns in franchise history. He already owned every major receiving record for a tight end in Kansas City, and now he owns the franchise's all-time touchdown mark too. At this point, there's no debate left. Travis Kelce isn't just the greatest tight end in Chiefs history, he's one of the greatest to ever play the position in the NFL. What makes his dominance even more meaningful is the growing speculation that this could be his final season. Kelce has talked about playing until the wheels fall off, but is also preparing for the next chapter of his life, one that may involve stepping away from football and settling down with his fiancée, Taylor Swift. As he balances football greatness with personal growth, every game feels more important than the last. Meanwhile, the Chiefs' struggles aren't about Kelce. The defense kept Denver to 145 in the red zone and made key stops throughout the game. But football doesn't reward almost, and one devastating 3-road and 15 conversion was all it took for the Broncos to walk away with a win and leave Kansas City staring at a shrinking playoff chance. Patrick Mahomes admitted afterward, "This isn't where we expected to be," insisting the team would stay together and fight, but the urgency is undeniable. Time is running out. Frustration is clearly building. When reporters approached Kelce after the loss to ask about breaking the touchdown record, he brushed off the moment. The milestone didn't matter. The loss did. Coming into the 2025 season, the Chiefs were expected to be strong Super Bowl contenders. Instead, they are fighting to stay over .500, and the strain is starting to show. Off the field, though, Kelce's most heartwarming moments are happening within his family. Kylie Kelce, wife of his brother Jason, shared a sweet story about how much her daughters adore their Uncle Trav. Speaking on her podcast, she reacted to a viral video where a child asked an aunt to sign a bad grade to keep their parents from finding out. Kylie said she instantly thought of her daughters and her brother-in-law, insisting that Travis would absolutely do the same for them without hesitation. Wyatt, 6, Elliot, 4, Bennett, 2, and Finley, and 7 months, have a bond with Travis that Kylie says would make him lie for them in a heartbeat. She joked that the only complication would be the technology involved, considering the girls' ages. But if schools ever switched to virtual signatures, she's certain Uncle Trav would be the first to sign whatever they needed and send it right back. Even in the middle of a turbulent NFL season, Travis Kelce remains the uncle who would do anything for his nieces, on and off the field.